Alright, welcome to this 2000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. It's 10th edition. The Orks are going to go out for a spin here. Going to take on Tom KOYO's Grey Knights. So looking forward to this one. We'll see how well the Orks can perform against the Grey Knights. It is hyper elite here against the might of the Orks. I'm pretty much running or transferring over my previous list from 9th edition, just to try out and see how they get on. This is the first time I've used the Orks for 10th edition. For what I've seen, the rules look pretty good. And really, they're almost running like they did previously for me. I was running Goths previously in 9th edition, and so many of the rules have come across slightly different, but at the same time, much of what was there has transferred over quite nicely. So that sits well. Looking healthy enough, but this is the test. Games is where the testing is done to see how well factions can do. So a real test here for the Orks as they take on Grey Knights. So big thank you to all those that support us on Patreon, or Patreon, as people have been saying in the comments section. The debate continues over the pronunciation of that platform. Patreon's a great way to support the channel. It does so in 3 ways. It helps support the channel here. I also use funds to support SSWG Wargames Club, just to say a big thank you to them. They got me into Warhammer 40,000, or they got me into wargaming in general, and that branched out into 40k and the channel and so on. They really were a great springboard for getting into wargaming. Brilliant club, and so part of your Patreon support goes to support them. And also started an Astra Militarum army. It's a garrison army, I've called it, and it's going to be funded through Patreon. So another faction, different colour scheme, different style, but a brand new Astra Militarum force on the way, thanks to the Patreon supporters. So you can join us there. Link in the video description below. There's 3 levels to choose from for Patreon. So you can go for bronze, which will get your name in the end credits. The silver, which is name in the end credits, and we'll shout your names out at the end of our games. And then the most popular at the moment is gold level. That gives you a patronic dice, which we use in every battle report. At some critical point in the game, we'll call your name out and then use your dice appropriately. You can let us know when you sign up. You can let us know your faction allegiance, and then that can help us decide when and where to use the dice. So that's Patreon. Link for that in the video description below. So for the Orks here, in no particular order, I'm going to be running these as a Warg tribe. That's the only detachment that's available at the moment. But it's sustained hits in close combat. So Orks units popping extra hits with 6s in close combat, which is tasty enough, and again just running pretty much similar to how my Goths ran previously. So HQ choices, they're buried inside units. 10 knobs with Gut Ripper here. So War Boss with Power Claw and Attack Squig. No extra enhancements being taken of him, just as he comes. And then he's with 10 Ork Boys. So giving them all big choppers. So going to run those in that combination. And they've got a truck here, dedicated transport. I thought I'd do these guys in like the mini tank. So the mega knobs inside the big one, and then like a mini tank for those. So that'll be the transport. But I'm just going to run that as a truck here for Gut Ripper and his bodyguard. And just checking the rules, it's all perfectly fine to do that. Regular knobs just count as normal models, 10 of them. Gut Ripper counts as normal models, that's 11. Transport capacity of 12. Got 2 squads of 10 Ork Boys, Power Claw for each of the knobs, truck transport for each of those also. Then Mega Knobs been taken, squad of 5 with custom shooters and Power Claws. Bodyguard, they'll be protecting Grog the Whopper being taken, so that's the War Boss in Mega Armor. So he has taken enhancement. It's Head Whopper's Kill Chopper, so his damage to big choppy axe across there is devastating wounds. So chance of picking up mortal wounds with him. Battle Wagon being taken as well, with all the gubbinses on that. So there's lots of extra stuff you can take now for the fixed amount of points. So it's well equipped with bow shooting. I have taken the Death Roller on it as modelled on the model as well. So it's quite a transport vehicle. And now for 40k vehicles going up in toughness and more difficult to kill. That helps out this previous Ork list. So it's heavily mechanised. So we'll be watching that with interest as well. I've got ideas for a list. Units want to introduce in its work. It's a good opportunity to try different things. We'll run with this, see how these units do, and that'll give you an idea of what perhaps to drop, what to keep, as the Orks start to reorganise themselves for future fights. So it's a bit of a change with the bikers. 6 war bikers being taken, and they've been joined by a Zog here. I'm going to run him because of the size of the model and this big booster thing out the back, and run him as a Death Killer War Track. And he's able to join bikers, so they're going to be the bodyguard for him. That bumps him up. Now, he was a sergeant previously with the squad, but he's now a proper character with his own profile, and it's pretty good. And he's buried in amongst the bodyguard unit. So Zog's looking tasty enough now with those choices for him. 3 Death Copters being taken with their copter rockets. Squad of Storm Boys being taken as well. Death Dreads being taken. 4 Claws being given to that thing. It's quite potent. It's quite expensive in points, 150 points for that, but it seems good enough. You can dish out damage 3 attacks coming through. Then the mech guns. Tempted to go for bubble chuckers or stick with the custom mega cannons for each of those 3 individual units of 1 being taken. And then there's 2 squads of boys. There's a 4th squad of boys, and they're bodyguarding a weird boy across here, so he's in the list as well. I think that's pretty much it for the Orks. It's vast enough, mechanised, boasting a bit of firepower support as well, and our characters now being buried inside bodyguard units. But a test is coming. They're up against Grey Knights here in this game. Alright, so we have Phoenix Lords and Autarchs. That's the top 2 levels of support on YouTube channel membership. So perks for them is the Phoenix Lords get allocated to then gets allocated to units in all of our battle reports. And then Autarchs individual models. There's a few to call out here, and there'll be some on Tom's side for the Grey Knights. So there are a few Orcs players here. JP's Gene Stealer Colts, but he also plays Orcs. So put him onto the weird boy here and the boys bodyguards. That's him. Raycross onto Grog the Whopper in this game, and he's going to pair up with Chris Comiskey with the bodyguard unit. Gut B is going to drive the battle wagon in this game. Lucas Brown will be Gut Ripper himself. Vagabond will be the 10 knob bodyguard for him. Nate Miller onto the Storm Boys, Daniel Cunningham onto the Death Dread there at the back, and then Ben Shaw onto the Bikers here, and I guess the Death Killer War Track as well, so they can cluster together in this battle. So that's Phoenix Lords allocated. There are a couple of Autarchs, put them over with Tom and the Grey Knights for this game. That's the list for the Orks. They're ripping and raring to go. We'll take a look now and see what Tom has for his Grey Knights next. Alright, so 2,000 points of Grey Knights here. Good to see them back. As a refresh here with 10th edition. We'll see how they go on. Apparently they're pretty good, aren't they, Tom?
They're pretty bouncy.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got quite a lot of shenanigans now.
Alright, we'll let Tom run through his list.
Okay, so 2,000 points on the button of Grey Knights. Starting with my HQ choices. I have Grandmaster Voldus. I don't think he has been on the channel before, so debut for him. He's pretty tasty. When he's attached to a unit, that unit is -1 to hit. And then he's got some other little psychic ability as well, mortal wounds on the charge and things like that. Then I have a Brother Champion. So the Brother Champion, his ability is to give the unit fights first. He also has the sigil of exigence, which I think is how you say it. So he'll be attached to the 10-man strike squad. And the idea of that is he gives a 10-man strike squad fights first, so you don't want to charge him. And then he's got Sigil of Exigence, which means if you shoot him, they teleport away, so you don't want to shoot them. Okay. So it just makes the opponent have to make some decisions. Then we've got Kaldor Drago. So Drago at the front here. He'll be attached to a 10-man Paladin squad. He will be giving them a 4-up Feel No Pain against mortal wounds. And he will also be giving them +3 inches to the charge when he arrives from Deep Strike, which is pretty horrifying. Next up for HQ choices, I've got the Grandmaster Nemesis Dread Knight, and he has the enhancement Inescapable Wrath, which gives him +1 to his charges. Then, so like we said before, we've got the 10-man strike squad, 10-man paladin squad. We've got a 5-man strike squad in the middle, a 5-man terminator squad, and then at the back another dread knight. Both of my Dreadnoughts are equipped with Psy Cannon and Incinerators, so they don't have the Gatling Silencer as you see there. And just for point of reference through the video, the Thunderhammer is actually an Ancient as a banner. Just because if you give the banner to the Terminators, they become OC3, and giving the banner to the Paladins gives them OC2. So I need more OC because, as you can see, in comparison to the Orks, my numbers are a lot lower.
Outnumbered 5-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it because of your unit choices and HQs, or do you think the points has shrunk the size of the army?
I've got an army-wide 2-up save now. So even my power armor's 2-up saves.
Oh.
So they have made them more expensive, definitely.
Yeah.
Everything's gone up in price.
Right.
But they are more durable. So I think I'd probably rather pay a little bit more and have the 2-up save, to be honest, particularly at the minute because AP's dropped off a little bit. There's not as much AP in the game. So.
Right. Yes, durability's increased of these. Okay, so less in number but more elite here. 10 Paladins.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So the Paladin's abilities change. So they're all 3 wounds. And then sometimes, there will be a time that I run Drago with the Paladins because then they'll be -1 to hit. And if you're hitting them with strength that's higher than their toughness, then you're -1 to wound as well. Which is
if I send in a boys squad against them, it'd be like brushing dandruff off your shoulder. I need something with a bit more higher impact against them.
I took these to a tournament on the weekend, and I won't tell you how I did it yet, but I did 24 mortal wounds to Canis Rex with that unit. So it was...
Okay, tricks and fun. Some people say a lot of people are saying the Eldar are full of tricks at the moment, but the Imperium have their version in the form of the Grey Knights. They can hop, skip and jump and deliver a deadly blow as well from what we hear. But we'll test them out here. It's the first game for them on the channel in 10th edition, the first game for the Orks. So excited to see this combination here. Might versus right. Perhaps Tom's pointing at something.
I'm just wondering whether I should, just in case people don't know about the Grey Knights, the army rule that's available to them. So army-wide, I've got Teleport Shunt, which basically allows all of my units to auto-advance 6 and counters fly. So there's no advance and charge and advance and shoot in the army, really, apart from the normal Dreadnought. He can advance and charge and then fall back and shoot. And I've just realised it looks like my cat's been nibbling on the end of my sword, which is...
Oh, no, airbrushed as well.
I'm going to have to add some blood to cover it up. Right, then the army rule is... So that was the detachment rule. The army rule is teleport assault. So at the end of Luke's turn, I can pick up to 3 units from this army and teleport them off the table and bring them back in my next turn. So that does mean that if you go first, I can do that in the first turn and bring them on in my first turn.
Oh boy!
So that depends on size of game. Combat patrol, you can do that with 1, incursion 2, strike force 3, and onslaught 4.
I think the Orks are going to be outsmarted in this game, but that's not usually a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
thing to do.
You've got a lot of units to
compensate,
to span out and stop me from deep striking where I want to, though. So. Could be interesting.
That's the Orc philosophy, yeah. If Tom dances around the board, we'll just flood the board with bodies. There's nowhere to go. All right, we'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this battle. All right, so we have a scenario. We've gone for priority targets for this game. The mission rule is supply lines and then sweeping engagement for the deployment zone. So Orks deploying across here, marked by the orange dice. This will be their table quarter, or corner, but it sweeps right the way across to the other end of the board. And then Tom's deployment zone marked by the yellow dice across there. There's 5 objectives on the table. There's a home objective each. Mine's here for the Orks. Tom's over there next to the golden statue. How appropriate. There's 1 dead centre marked by the cat. We're happy enough to have it upstairs on the 2nd level. There's another no man's land objective across there. And then the other one is here inside this ruin. I guess we'll call out terrain just quickly. I'm going to play these as ruins. Now for 10th edition, that does mean that that's obscuring terrain. So an Ork truck parked behind here can't be seen from across there, even though physically the height of that, but we're just going to play that as ruins for this battle, as well as the taller buildings. This one here across here as well. Now we'll play the hard edge to the hard edge for the shape of it. There's some pipes, usual rules, uniform armoured containers, and these buildings across here. We'll not play these as obscuring. We'll play them as enclosed buildings, so you still can gain cover from them. And they're scalable as well, so you can climb up and down them, but not the obscuring rules that you get for ruins. And then also what's different to ruins is like an infantry unit inside the ruin will get the benefit of cover. It's an infantry unit on top of this, for example, will not get the benefit of cover. There's a few other barricades dotted about, but that's pretty much the terrain rules for this game. Then for the mission rules, supply line is quite straightforward. In this mission, if a player controls the home objective marker, then at the start of their command phase, roll a dice on the 4+, you gain an extra CP. And then again, priority targets, nice and straightforward. Turn 2, 3, 4, and 5. At the end of each command phase, you get 5 victory points for each objective marker that you control. It's any objective, and it's a maximum of 10 victory points per turn. So you've really got to focus on controlling at least 2 objectives. At the end of the battle, each player scores 5 victory points for each objective marker they control, up to 15 points available at the end of the battle. We've also picked our secondaries. I've gone for fixed. Tom's got 4 characters, so I've gone for assassination, put a price on their head. Those points can be picked up throughout the battle. It's tasty enough going after characters with that one. And then we've also gone for engage in all fronts. So qualifying units, which is any unit that's not battle shocked. It's got to be at least 3 inches over the line in a table quarter. If I can do it in 3, I get 2 victory points. If I can get a unit into each table quarter, it's worth 4 victory points a turn. I think those are decent enough. The Orks have got the numbers. And then Tom's army, if I can hunt down those characters, pick up a tasty amount of points for assassinate. Tom's gone for cards, so he'll be drawing secondaries throughout the battle, trying to pick up those points. He's saying it's a good idea for him, because when you discard one, you pick up a CP.
Yes, because I don't really have any CP regen, and I quite like CP. Obviously, I'd prefer to be scoring both of the cards. But I do have the option if I'm running on CP and need some extra discard and get a CP. But also because I'm super mobile, I can adapt to the situations quite well, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Tom needs the flow of CPs to feed his shenanigans on the battlefield. All right, so that's the scenario, ready to go. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. All right, so just to mention the Batamat and terrain that we're using in this game. So Batamat's from GameMat.eu. Mayhem Square, this one. 6x4 in size, just marked out the edge there with the perimeter fence, just to give us the 60 inches across for this battle. Also using the Fallout Zone terrain set. So that's these structures here and here. Also the structure across here, it's all part of that set. In fact, it's 2 sets combined together just to fill the table up with terrain. So you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of Batamats. Pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. And if you can use the link in the video description below. And with that link, there is a discount code that you can use as well. Okay, so deployment's done. Orks have most of their stuff on the table. So Battle Wagon's parked up here. Inside that is Grog the Whopper and the Meganobs. Just tucked behind is Gut Ripper. So second War Boss just tucked behind, making use of this obscuring terrain. Sees with the Meganobs, or the regular knobs, sorry. Death Dread here and the Copters, just making use of the ruin. I've spread out the guns. Tom's saying does have the ability to land up to, or just over 3 inches away from units. Not allowed to charge, but can shoot. There's only so much we can do to try and block off the area around here. Squad of Orc Boys. And then the guns, 1, 2, and 3. Bikers with the Death Killer War Trike here. Truck with boys. Boys at the back with the Weird Boy. They've got to jump, so they can make a remove from the board and deep strike in, so they can manoeuvre quick enough. And then that's pretty much it for the Orks. Everything's on the board. And the Storm Boys to deep strike in at some point during the battle. So that's deployment done. Looking out across the board, looking pretty empty here. Grey Knights are there, but Tom's tucked them away. So the Orks looking across. Grey Knights tucked in here. So Dread Knight.
They're just strikes. 5-man strike.
Strike team just there.
Yeah.
The other strike team?
10-man strike team and the brother champion.
Is with them.
Tucked away in here, yeah.
Okay. And then the 5-man Terminator squad.
Yeah, with
Voldus is with them. Okay. And then you're going to deep strike him with 10 paladins and Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 6-inch charge.
With a 6-inch charge. Okay. And then the character Dread Knight as well. Master of the chapter master or master of the something.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Yes, that's the
Dread Knight. Yes.
Okay. And he's deep striking in as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a game of tricks. I reckon.
There's a nice little trick you can do with the Nemesis Grandmaster when he comes in. You can play Haloed in Soulfire, which is 2 CP, but because he's a Grandmaster and Nemesis Dread Knight, all CP or all stratagems only cost 1 on him, and you can't shoot him if you're more than 12 inches away.
Oh, great! Not again. Oh dear, we had this problem in the previous edition. Okay, there's a lot of tricks. Tom's only just began to explain.
There's only 6 stratagems.
Yeah, thankfully. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I
can you
know,
imagine if it was a codex?
If there was 18 or whatever.
Whoa, boy, oh boy. So
6 is perfect. There's 6 stratagems, but there's 6 good stratagems.
Yep.
That's the good thing.
Yes. Well, I think Necrons, having reviewed them, they're looking particularly good as well.
They look amazing. Yeah.
So there's some factions have come out very, very well indeed. Others are a bit flatline. AdMax seem a bit flatline at the moment.
And some are completely busted. Howder.
Yes, well, yeah, okay. So there is balance in 40k is elusive, and it will never be found, I don't think. But some factions are particularly good at the moment, others not so good, that's for sure. So the question is, would you like to go first?
No.
No?
No.
Right, okay. For the Orks, I don't know the answer to that question. It's too much for them. We're all up here to see who goes first. Here we go. A 2.
Oh.
6. Tom is going first. Okay, rather watch the Orks make their manoeuvres. But Tom will go first in this battle. Grey Knights. Well, see what they can do here. I'm sure it's going to be impressive. Orks, I think, are going to be reacting here in this game. There is no real battle line for us to go and charge. Orks have to play a different style here, so a good challenge for them on their first game in 10th edition. It's not the conventional charge the enemy line. This is going to have to be wait for the enemy to perhaps make a mistake and then pounce on them. We're going to turn 1 for the Grey Knights coming up next. All right, so I'm first turn of the game here. Tom's about to make his moves. I call out the Phoenix Lords and Autarchs here. So Peter Grant onto the 10-man strike squad.
Yes.
Okay, BPP Wargaming onto Voldus.
Yes.
Dylan Moore will be Sergeant Moore on the squad leader for the Terminators.
Yes. Michael Fryer is hidden in there as the Brotherhood champion.
Oh, yes, right, okay, yep. Mephisto onto the regular Dread Knight. Tom's since replaced the sword with a non-nibbled blade. And then Amy Almo onto the 5-man strike squad. And then across in reserve, it's Longbow BB onto the Grand Master. The Paint Lickers, Paint Pots, Paladins. And then,
This a good one.
And then Midnight Miniatures onto Drago himself. So that's the Phoenix Lords and all Turks allocated. We'll let Tom make his moves. Right, turn one for the Grey Knights. It's been and gone. Tom's finished already. So manoeuvring out here onto the left-hand side with a 10-man strike team. And then
They stay there.
holding position with these, just waiting. Manoeuvring onto the objective across here with these just moving out from cover. And then this manoeuvre is to pick up points for engaging all fronts, which Tom's achieved now with 1 table quarter, 2, and then 3. So 2 victory points picked up for that.
3. Because they are the random ones, I get more.
Oh, do you? Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, very good. Oh,
And I binned area denial to get a CP because I can't get it turn 1 because it's too far away, and then turn 2 you'll probably have the majority of your army in no man's land. So
okay, he's gone for the grab now. Okay, and then Tom's reserve is obviously waiting to come on as well. That's turn 1 been and gone here for the Grey Knights. Some points coming through. But that's pretty much it. We'll hand over to the Orks. We'll go on to their turn 1 next. All right, so turn 1 for the Orks here. Very, very tricky in this corner across here. Tom's unit, if I shoot at them, you can disappear. If I move in 9, you can disappear or move away 6 inches. So I'm umming about what to do, trying to figure out the best option. So Battle Wagon, first of all, in the end, decided to advance with it, so I can't not really shoot with it or charge. But I needed those extra inches to push just a bit further ahead, just to get rid of 3 of this. It's a sticky objective. If Tom leaves that, he'll still count as holding it. So what I've done is I've tried to get a model within range of it. So if Tom does leave, he'll then lose control of that objective. That's the idea. I don't know if that's going to work too well, but I'm trying to weigh up the different options here. Battle, truck moving up behind. So we've got Ripper and then Obson's side. Advanced here with the Death Dread as well. Just starting to shunt through in this direction. Jumped up and over the Death Copters. They do have some shots across here. We'll see how effective they can be. The gun has rounded the corner, so you can see the Dread Knight at the far end of the board. Trucks advanced, didn't quite get itself in range for that objective in the middle, but it's close enough. Advanced to here with this gun. Holding position with these, I don't plan to jump with them. Advanced this gun, only 2 inches, so it's gone 5 in total. And both the truck and the bikers have advanced over onto that objective on the corner. So Orks, as Tom has predicted, and as expected, they push through to the middle of the board. Searching for targets, there's not much here. There's a target across here, but I can fire some stuff at them, but nothing lined up for close combat. I may have gone for the charge and close combat with multiple units if the WAG was on. Would have been more effective. For example, Mega Knobs, Crumping Time, during the battle round in which you call a WAG, melee weapons get devastating wounds. That would have been excellent, but we didn't declare a WAG. We were saving it perhaps for turn 2, so it's not happened. So that's it. We'll go on to shooting phase here. Orks lining up some firepower. Okay, so on shooting phase, Copters across here going to put their rockets into the strike squad. So they're D3 shots each, but it's blast. Tom's
gone to ground.
Tom's gone to ground. It's 11 models in the squad, so it's going to be an extra 2 shots each. So 3D3 plus 6. We've gone for Bjork the Zog Puncher. What better way to start for the Orks than with a good old Orky player? Good. 6, 8 shots plus the 6. So as per usual with the Orks, it sounds good. We've got to try and hit the target. Lots of noise, lots of smoke, but little effect at times. Unless we can get 5.
But you have the Xenos dice, Luke.
I do, Tom. So 5s to hit in reality is 4s. Or not. I've got 4. Oh. Okay, 2s to wound. They've all wounded. We've done our bit. Tom gets the benefit of cover because he's played go to ground. So 3s.
And these are how many damage?
Damage 3.
Damage 3, so each one's dead. 1 dead.
Hold on. Those 2 3s that Tom rolled, that's thanks to the stratagems. We just killed 1.
Oh, taking 2 away.
Okay. Semi hoped we'd scare him away, but shooting.
Oh, meant to teleport?
Yeah.
No.
No. He's going to save that, keep that in his back pocket. All right, so the unit holds position, holds the objective here. Orks are close enough, but we'll not be able to strike him in close combat. These units are all advanced. And I think we're through most of our firepower. So we've got this gun across here. Tom's going to use a CP for something else.
Yeah, I'll spend another CP on true silver armour to ignore another -1 AP.
Okay.
Because I know these guys are going to be shooting in there as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of Dakar across there with the bikers also. Alright, so we'll go D6 shots. I think this is important enough to go Patronic on this one. Darren Gardner, Beast Snaggers, thank you very much indeed. 4 shots, respectable enough. 4s. Come on, 2. I think the profile's decent enough.
12,
Custom mega cannons, yeah, strength 12, AP -2 and D6.
3s.
3s to wound. No.
1.
1, yeah.
3 up. Yeah.
Blocked. Okay. That will do. And then we'll go to the Dakar on the left-hand side. Right, bikers here. Going into the Dreadnought. One of them's out of range, get 15 shots. Need 5. Look at that. It's not bad. 5 to wound. Twin linked. Doesn't help. 2. 2 saves is 2+.
I rolled a 1.
Ha! I was going to say, we're just forcing him to roll dice at least. We actually picked up a wound. Okay, imagine it starts on something like 12.
13, I think it is.
13, okay.
13, yeah, down to 12.
Okay. Then the Death Killer War Trike next. That's right, yeah, the Death Killer War Trike does have a little bit of firepower. The boomsticks are assault, so we can fire those. 6 attacks. Strength 25. It's going to be 5s for hits. Aha. Now you're in trouble. 5s to wound.
Yeah.
A wound. AP -0. 6, of course, and then no damage. Or 1 damage it would have been. Okay, so 0 damage coming through. A little bit of Dakar. The sound of machine guns, firepower can be heard. Rockets, explosions, a lot of noise. But not too much impact. 1 of these Chrome brethren slain, but that's it here for the Orks. No charges taking place. It's been manoeuvring from them, as per usual already with the Orks, a little bit of firepower. But the main focus for them on turn 1 is manoeuvring across the battlefield. We're close to this objective in the middle, but we don't hold it. We would hold this one if Tom had to run away, and then we've swamped this objective over on this side, and the home objective looking comfortable enough at this point in time. Orks have spread out across the board. Could it be a case of divide and conquer, Tom? We are split up into zones now across the board. We're calculating see if any points have come through here for the Orks as they finish their turn.
Points to 2.
Yeah, 3-2. I just get 2 points to my fixed objective. I mean, 3 table quarters of my Ork units. So 2 points picked up. That's the end of battle round 1. We'll go on to battle round 2 here. Tom's turn 2 coming up next. I'm just racking my brains thinking how we're going to come to grips here with the Grey Knights. We might just have to try and stomp through to their stuff and try and force their hand a little bit. But we'll hand over to the Grey Knights here. We're going to their turn 2 coming up next. Okay, this game's going to be a weird one, so brace yourself. Tom's stuff's disappeared. This is the remedy to the Eldar, it surely has to be. So all this stuff's gone. And the squad that was here, the strike team's gone. They disappeared. They have the ability of sticky objectives. Tom's put an appropriate marker on here. So fascinating. How are the Orks going to get to grips with this is my question here. At the end of my phase, it comes in at the end of my turn. Tom has the ability to remove units, so he made that decision and decided to remove all these across here. So Voldus, Terminator squads are gone. And then so too is the strike team across here. So they removed the end of my turn, which means we're on Tom's turn 2. They can now arrive.
Now they arrive in, yeah.
They arrive in.
9 inches
Crazy
away.
stuff. It's not going to disrupt anything across here because Tom's sticky objectives marked by this counter across here. So that's useful at being able to leave places and then materialise somewhere else. So Tom's about to make his moves. They're going to be a crazy army to try and get to grips with.
You need to get an engagement range with them as quick as you can.
Shut them down.
They can't teleport from engagement range.
Right.
But the problem is they've got so many shenanigans to stop you getting into engagement range. That,
We would, Tom, if you just sit still, we would do it. So we've called the WAG here, but as to how the timing of that is going to prove difficult if we can actually reach Tom and get to him and so on. It's nice when you the enemy's in a fixed location, you can build up your charge and so on. I think it's the way the Orks operate. But for this one, they're right into a strange scenario here against the Grey Knights. An army that won't sit still and can materialise in different places across the board. So I can dish it out with the Eldar with these strange rules and so on, tricks against other players. Have Harlequins as well, but now the Imperium have an answer to that in the form of the Grey Knights here. They are a tricky bunch for sure. Let Tom make his moves here on turn 2. Alright, so Tom's now done his moves, and the models that were removed from play have now been replaced by the Paintlickers Paladins here, as they've turned up just here, just over 9 inches away.
Yes, sir.
Potentially lined up for a charge. I'm sure it's a nasty enough charge if it goes
6
ahead.
inch.
What?
6 inch charge.
Oh, because of a...
Drago gives them +3 when they arrive from deep strike.
Right. Wow. Okay. And then across here, didn't remove, just pulled away a little bit, keeping 3 models in range to cancel out my OC of 5. Tom's combined is 6.
Yes. My just to clarify, my missions for this turn are bring it down and cleanse. So that's why I've just backed off of them, just to cleanse the objective at the back instead of shooting. And then I deep strike down with Voldus in here. Paid a CP to deep strike down just out of 3 inches from this buggy here. All of my Terminators are OC3 each, so I've got 15 on there, and then Voldus. And then they're going to clean the cat.
Yes.
Cleanse the cat.
But you are awful close to me, Tom.
The cat to be cleansed. I know, but I'm Terminators. And it's Voldus.
Okay. And these disappeared from here, but just turned back up again?
Yes, because I didn't want you deep striking down onto my one and taking it away from me.
With a sneaky weird boy and Storm Boys. Okay. And then, yeah, we've got contact across here. Zog may find himself in trouble. There's bodyguard to protect him, but we'll see. Warg's been called, so it kicks in now, so they can boast a 5+ invulnerable save, which would help a little bit. Then arriving across here, deep striking in with the Grand Master over in this corner. Grey Knights able to react fast. They are hyper elite, their army is smaller, but they make up for that with their incredible manoeuvrability. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So other than Eldar, Tom,
yes,
what armies would take you on pretty good? Deep striking Tau?
I think shooting armies are quite scary. Like I came up against Knights at the weekend in the tournament, and that was very intimidating. I just spent the whole game. I didn't spend the whole game hiding actually, because as soon as Drago and the Paladins got out, then they did some damage. I don't know. I'd be scared of at the minute because of they need to fix devastating wounds, in my opinion, at the minute, because it's too powerful. They just need to add a sentence to a maximum of 6 on the end of it.
Cap it.
Yeah,
right.
Because there was a Death Watch army at the tournament at the weekend, and it was doing like 30 mortal wounds per turn or something with Sternguard, and it's absolutely crazy. So anything that can kick out a large amount of mortal wounds probably as well.
There's no caps, people using powerful.
Yeah, the devastating wounds at the minute are absolutely terrifying. But I can do the same thing, so I'm not at least I'm a good one for the weekend is my Grandmaster Dreadnought took on Angron.
Oh.
And I played the strat for 1 CP for devastating wounds and did 13 mortal wounds on Angron. Because his D6 damage sword turns into D6 mortal wounds. And for 1 turn only, I can reroll all hits, all wounds, and all damage.
Go, please.
Yeah, so it was
powerful enough.
He wasn't happy.
So yeah, there's some tinkering to do 10th edition, but all in all, Tom, enjoyable enough.
Yeah. I don't think it needs much. Just a tone down of the devastating wounds. For me at the minute is the main problem I can see.
If Games Workshop listened to the fans for 10th edition, then if they listen again for the tweaks, then they can fix it.
Yeah. And I know I go on about Eldar all the time, but genuinely, at the minute, if you can play them absolutely obnoxiously with some of the combos in there, so it needs just tweaking a little bit. But I think most armies are pretty good. Obviously, there's some obnoxious stuff here as well with the Grey Knights.
Okay.
Right. So we're going to go with the Grandmaster into the bikes. And we're going to start off with the Incinerator, which is 2d6 shots. And we are going to... Necrons, Alda. I'm going to go with Nicholas Lucas for this.
Yeah, we'll play. It's just interrupting Tom. They just have to get in quick with this one. Arda's now. Prepare it for a CP. Look at this. 4 command points. Never been so rich. I'm starting to spend.
Right, Flamer. 2d6. 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we'd normally be on your toughness 6, did you say?
Yeah,
so we'd normally be on 4, so it's going to go to 5s and 1.
Okay.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, helps a little bit.
It's -1.
-1. 5 up save, 5 plus invuln save. Either way, we'll just roll it up here. And we failed. Whole face in 3.
A whopping 1 damage.
We'll take a wound. I've actually killed more models than Tom at the moment. Just saying that now. Whilst we can.
Heavy side cannon. All hit. Bar 1. And then I am strength 10. So it'll be on 3s, but goes to 4s. That's good.
It's alright, it's alright.
Okay. We'll take that. So each one of these is -1 AP.
Mm-hmm. Damage?
3.
Blast. Yeah, good roll. In which case I shall turn to a friend. In times like these, you need Tyranid Chitin, Carl Roden, a fellow Xenos player at least, needing 5s. Oh, we get 2. Above average, thank you very much. So that's 3 a time, so it's going to kill 2. We'll take the one that's wounded and the one behind.
And then I'll go with the next one, but I'll go the other way around like I should have on the other one. So start with the side cannon. Oh, I know what I should have done on the other one.
It's the end of phase, so it continues on my -1 to wound rolls.
No! Nothing with the side cannon.
Okay.
2d6. The incinerator. Does it continue on...
Just the whole phase.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
3. Oh, -1.
These are the damage 3s?
No, these are damage 1.
Alright.
Your
2 wounds.
your ability saved you.
Yeah, it would have been worse. Yeah, okay. Okay, they're just bodyguarding that Death Killer War Trike. That's the idea. Firepower from the Paladins going into the Deathcopters, the Stormbolter shots.
Alright, so it's not all of them can see. Any minuses to hit
Nope.
with these? No, is that gone?
Yeah, it's gone, yeah.
Okay. Toughness 5 or 6?
Toughness 6.
6,
Yes.
so going to be 5s. Wow, 2.
Okay. 2 saves of 4 plus. Yeah, 5 and 6 blocked. Okay. So that's actually shooting phase finished. I'm saying not too effective. Charges, surely there must be. These ones are not allowed to charge, right? And they're cleansing anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just go straight into here first?
No Overwatch, carry on. No, I don't think so. 10-inch charge, in he goes. Is his friend going to join him? The Grandmaster?
He's going to try
9-inch charge.
8 because he gets +1 for Inescapable Wrath.
You did say, yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this charge first.
This one's just pure 6-inch charge.
6-inch charge.
There's Drago.
Okay. Oh, no. CP. Oh no, I just got a very bad feeling about this. Spent a CP, didn't want to do that. Okay, Adrian Swan.
I don't speak now when Tom's under pressure or in dice.
No! Okay, we're fine. 10.
Boy.
Right, so another thing that's changed in 10th edition, which is a bit funny and can cause some big problems for close combat armies, is that you have to base.
You do, base to base. You have to.
That's
correct.
So
yes.
if I was going in with this first, and I've got enough to base all around here with them, and I had another unit ready to charge in, and I went with them and based all around, then that unit can no longer charge in.
Oh, interesting, right.
So you have to be really careful in the way that you...
Yeah, some of the quirks of the mechanics of 10th. Very interesting. Let Tom manoeuvre his models here.
Yeah.
It's actually a 13-inch charge. So we mostly play for fun on the channel, but Tom brings the odd report from tournament land. Just catching the vibe.
To be fair, I didn't do great with this list at the weekend at the tournament. I won one game against World Eaters, where the player conceded after turn 3, only having a Land Raider and a Rhino left on the table. And then I lost to Eldar, 95 points to 55. It was very painful. And then really close game with Imperial Knights. It was 73 3 points to him and 63.70 I was in the end. So right, so that is right. So we'll try this charge over here. I didn't want to waste the reroll over here, you see. So
this is just a straight up roll.
Yeah. Who have we got that can help me with this one? And the Eldar can stay away. Space Marines. Michael Fry.
God, it's a big roll.
It is.
No.
And he's
not gone through.
Not going to go with it.
Not as too high impact, really. We'll see how effective the one Dread Knight is. There's 3 bodyguards left protecting the Death Killer War Trike, which is not going to be too scary in close combat anyway. It's going to take a fair bit of effort to bring down pretty much any of Tom's units, so they're tough enough. Okay, interesting stuff. Tom's made his charge. Looks particularly cool. Surrounding the battle wagon here. Now, correct us if we're wrong. Hard as nails. Yo!
Infantry.
Can't select a vehicle.
Oh, good. Phew.
So, can't do the -1. That would have been particularly useful and a little bit, would have been powerful as well, protecting vehicles and stuff. Yeah. All right, so Tom's going to wound me on 5s. I was hoping perhaps 6s with the stratagem. But anyway, models going in. They have to go for base contact, as we've seen. Tom's done that. So now he can make his attacks.
So 10 paladins, 4 attacks each. They are hitting on 2s, but I'm going to call upon the almighty power of... any Grey Knights players here?
Oh, I don't know about that, Tom.
Well, I'm going to go longbow. Which one's longbow? 3 or 2 from there. I'm going to go longbow BB because I have got him as my grandmaster.
I'm looking for a friend, Tom, to the Grey Knights. We actually don't have any, I don't think. God, none. Oh, what tragedy. No. Space Marine players. Who are you going with? Who are you going with?
Longbow.
Fine. Blood Angels player. Got all those vengeful Imperial Fist dice. Ugh.
Hitting on 2s because they're paladins. Which is lucky because there's quite a few 2s.
10 paladins is powerful in any edition.
Now I don't want to count the 6s here because I had to spend I wanted to spend 2 CP on them to make 6s mortal wounds here. But devastating wounds, but I had to spend the CP on the reroll, so I hope there's not... Well, I hope there is lots of 6s, but you know what I mean. Well, there's not that many at all. That is not particularly good. Oh. In fact, it's particularly bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9.
Okay.
-2.
We actually start on a... No, I think we start on a 3 up. So we'll be on 5s. Yeah, just keeps its 3 up safe. He's gone to a 2 up, would you believe? Strangely.
Yeah, all the dreads have, haven't they?
Yeah. 9. Yeah. Even 5s. Alright, 6 wounds taken. Drop him down to... Oh, they're 2 at a time, of course they are.
Drago's still got to go as well.
Oh no, it looks like we needed hard as nails. Oh dear. Alright, so 4 wounds left, Tom.
Drago. So 2s. No! Not a good start.
Strength.
It's going to be 5s and 6s again. But you really want to save that. Oh no, you've got an invuln, haven't you?
Yes.
Because it's -4 AP.
5+, thank fate, because of the warg. Let's just check, Tom, but I'm pretty sure we do. Orks units, if your faction is Orks. It's a warg. Orks models, 5+ invulnerable save. Can't see the reason why they would not. So yeah, we'll take it. And we'll turn to Travis and Jen, and they can roll 1 each to try and... if I pass 1, I'm alright, because 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies first. Jen.
1 wound left.
Travis.
No wounds left.
Do I want to stay alive? Yeah, we'll try, I guess. Travis. No, should have rolled Jen's. No.
Does it blow? Is Travis and Jen going to blow it up?
No. Okay. Right, target destroyed. We'll have to figure out what happens to the crew inside and so on.
You were right to try and save it because I've got to bring it down.
Right, yes, because of your victory points, yeah. All right, but because that's some prize there, Tom. Good fighting, destroying the battle wagon. All right, so a few bits have been resolved. Some interesting little things going on here. Tom's made a consolidation move. We had to do emergency disembarkation. For that, it's 1, 2, or 3 is mortal wounds, not slain models, thankfully. So we took 2 mortal wounds. Meganob's absorbing that quite nicely, so it's not so bad. It's realistic, I think. You've got a Meganob equipped model, it's going to crawl out of a burning wreck better than, say, cultists, for example. So they've had to go out across there, take 2 mortal wounds, position them like so. Tom then tapped in to the truck. We did take wrecking balls, so we swung and hit with that. Got a 6, popped an extra hit with that attack, and caused 2 wounds. Tom rolled a 1 and swung and caused 5 wounds. Actually, a paladin smashed in the face by a wrecking ball swinging around. So that's all that resolved across there. And we've now got this combat over in this corner here. So now I wonder about my CP for Arders Nails. They're not vehicles, you see, they're bikers. Yeah, so I've paid it again. Arders Nails. So -1 to the wound rolls. Try and give some kind of protection to Zolkit.
I'm not massively impressive, really. How many wounds are they each?
3.
3 wounds. I'll just go with the hard hitting ones, but these aren't really as good as they should be, I don't think. So I'm only getting 5 attacks, and I'm hitting on 3s. Okay. And then I am strength 10, so wounded on 3s, going to wounded on 4s. So 3.
Oh, that did protect us a bit. 5+ invulnerable saves, actually, for the Warg. Ah! Damage?
So he's instantly dead.
Yeah.
And then the next one is... Do I re-roll that?
For a CP?
Mm-hmm. I'll spend it.
Tom's got 1 CP left, he's thinking about it. We're Orks are on 2.
No, I'm not going to do it. And then the other one is... Oh, it's not D6 plus 1, is it? No, it's just D6. Oh, that's terrible.
2 1s. I didn't speak, Tom. I didn't put you off. Just let you roll.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I could have done the charge, mortal wound charge thing. Because I'm a walker and my strength's higher than yours. But no, that's me. I can't do anything about it.
Whoa.
So a whopping 2 damage on a bike. If I spend... I'm not going to get another CP next turn. I'll be on 1 CP. That means I won't have any interrupt play. No, I need interrupt play.
Yes.
Won't have any... Yeah, no, I really need my CP, I think.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, it's
So,
just a killer biker, so
Yeah.
the grand scheme of things. Okay, that's that resolved. We'll fight back. Right, so we'll attack back the regular bikers. The knob here with the big chopper. Needing 3s. It could even be 2s for the Death Killer War Track. Yeah, +1 to hit rolls. Okay. Okay, so then we're looking for 60 pop, an extra hit as well. Strength 8 we go up to because of the Warg. Strength 7 + 1.
T8.
4s. Well, not diddly bad at all. 3.
-1.
-1 though.
Third one, 2 damage.
2 damage taken, yeah. Dropping down to 10. We're getting there. Regular boys now with their attacks. Or biker boys. 4 attacks in total. There's 2 of them. 2s. Whole face, that's 3. Take that one away. Add 2 in. 5's to wound, strength. Oh, yeah, strength 5. 5's to wound.
Cool.
5 in total.
5.
-1.
1.
1 wound trickles in. Okay, chips it down to 9 wounds left. Right, Death Killer War Track. 4 attacks, +1 for the Warg. 3's to hit, but he's leading a unit, so +1 to hit rolls. 2s, 6s would be great. Okay. Strength 10, strength 11.
3s.
3's to wound. 3 wounds come through, -2.
1 3.
Good rolling, Tom, well done. 2 damage on that one. Dropping down to 7. We're chopping away, chip, chip, and chop. It's down to 7 wounds left on that thing. Okay. I think that's it for close combat. So done that into there. Tom didn't make contact with the Meganobs wisely, so they didn't get to swing at those. And I think that's combat's resolved across the board. We'll calculate points here. So we've got 2 flank battles taking place here now. A weaker Orc force across here that's being assaulted by 2 of the Dread Knights. Then across here, heavy infantry on both sides lining up. Tom's destroyed the battle wagon transport vehicle, but as yet to get to grips with Orc heavy infantry. It's heavy infantry versus heavy infantry across here. What a clash. Tom keeps 2 CP for a crucial interrupt play. Orcs have got resources. Now remember, on this flank, Grog de Whopper's there, ready and raring to go, but so too is Gut Ripper and his 10 knob bodyguard there, ready inside this transport. So Orcs have resources for sure. I think Tom's going to be wise with the interrupt play. We will calculate points, give you a score here at the end of turn 2 for the Grey Knights. Anyway, Tom's tracking the score on the app, which he says is brilliant.
Yeah.
This is the free to download one.
Yes. Yeah, it's 3212 because I'm including the painted.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get the accurate score up to 100.
Fine.
So 32 to me, 12 to you at the minute. So if you weren't including the painted, then it's 22-2.
We'll go with the painted. Right? Yeah. Both armies are painted up.
Sounds a bit better for you then, doesn't it?
Yes, 12 better than 2. No, we'll go with that one. Tom encourages us a bit.
But you've
more.
got a turn in hand, and you're just about to pick up 10.
Well, we get 5. We get 5 extra points because of the red.
Oh, because of the red on there. I've got red on mine as well. Do I get 5 extra?
Blast. Okay, right. So your points coming in for 10 points
for bring it down. 4 points for bring it down, and 5 points for cleanse.
That's that one. Cleansing, yeah.
Cleansing that one and cleansing this one.
Okay.
Have to be in no man's land.
Yeah, and 10 points for primaries.
And 10 points for primaries.
All right, so that's the score. Orcs have got a turn in hand. They're about to pick up.
Yeah, you've just picked up 10, so it takes it to 32-22.
Okay, all right. Orcs are up for the fight here. We know we're weaker on this left-hand side. We've got some resources available. There's this as well. Bear in mind, there could be a third central battle yet to erupt. And then across here, Orcs stacked up and ready to go. But it's a daunting task for them. Tom's got tough stuff for sure. But Grey Knights have committed themselves to the fight. So it looks like these 2 sides are going to start locking horns as we go on to turn 2 for the Orcs coming up next. Alright, so turn 2, movement here for the Orcs. They've tried to create opportunities here. There's been some interaction going on between both sides, which we'll come to in just a moment. So we've moved around here, just over 9 inches away. So it's going to be a 9-inch charge across there towards them. They are tricky. If you get too close to them, they can teleport away. If you shoot at them from any range, you can teleport away as well. And what's the third thing?
Fight first.
I think it fights first as well. Tricky unit. Sat stationary here, haven't moved. with these. Haven't pulled back out of close combat with this. Just try not to cause any...
Because then the paladins could
pull away. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So if I stay in close combat against those, they can't do their teleport thing away. As soon as I reverse out, Tom can disappear.
Yep.
But because I've stayed in, I've then disembarked with Gut Ripper and the knobs around to here, but Tom can't teleport away because we've still kept him pinned down in close combat. Copters have shifted out across here, 12-inch move from them. So Voldus and the Terminators on the objective. So first thing we did was the Copters first of all, moving around. Tom decided to stay where he was. Then we advanced across to here with these, choosing not to go that direction. Tom's got a high caliber torrent weapon, which could attract us and shot us with Overwatch, so he elected to go across in this direction instead to take them on. Tom still didn't move. So then we disembarked, went round this way with these, and then Tom made the decision to bug out. So they've been removed from play. You can make that choice after each enemy unit's moved within 9, so Tom's weighed things up and decided to go, abandoning that objective.
I don't think I could take 72 hits between the two units.
Yeah,
and that's not including the big choppers.
Yeah, or power claws on those actually.
Power claws, sorry.
Yeah, and 6 is popping extra hits on top of that as well.
Yeah.
Then across here, the truck has nudged in, so it's that one possibly that we'll double check this one, but I've got a couple of models in range of the actual objective in the centre. We've managed to, I wouldn't say scare off the Grey Knights, but force them to make a tactical manoeuvre at least. Pushing up with a gun, it's got an angle to fire across against the Grand Master. Maintaining close combat, I'll go for the risk of that one. Trucks remained where it is. Firepower is available with these. It can see across here, but remember if we shoot Tom, could make a manoeuvre and disappear off the board. So I think that's our... Oh no, there's something else. The other side of the table. Try and play Tom at his own game and bring in our own deep strike stuff. Not as sophisticated though, primitive. Some strange ability being used here to jump, which went off, and then transported across the board and landed here, just over 9 inches away.
When Orks deep strike in, they should have to roll like a hazardous thing.
Yeah, well,
like when they land and stuff, and they just when they go through the jump and they like turn inside out or something
or materialise inside the statue.
Yeah.
And then Storm Boys have joined them, so we've got 2 9-inch charge possibilities across here to try and contest this objective. Tom, both sides are stretched out across the board, so we want to create as much of a tussle for each of these objectives as possible. We'll go on to shooting phase next. All right, I'm going to try and headbutt one of those strike team members with the weird boy. So,
how long's his neck if he's headbutting him from there?
No, he materialises like an apparition appears next to him and then heads him and then disappears again. He's like a teleporting, crazed football supporter. So we'll go for 1 attack needing a 4. No. Let's call upon a friend. Ray Cross, come on, Ray.
Yeah, he sounds like a
give him an headbutt.
Football supporter. Yeah.
No. Oh, shame. If that had gone through, we could have caused trouble. We'll roll a hazardous dice. No, wrong way round. That would have got the hit. Never mind. Okay, so that's not gone through. It's quite interesting. It would have been Ed Bangup's precision. How interesting. 1 attack, 4s. Strength 6, -3, 1 damage. Not too scary. But for every 10 models in my squad, it's an extra strength, I think. Yeah, and damage. So it could have been damage 3 coming through. It's not bad, but it hasn't happened. It's pistols then from the squad. Yeah, pistols are fired. I got a wound. Tom saved. So we'll pick on something else to shoot with next. Right, so I've declared that to fire into those. I can see. So Tom's now got a choice to make. Does he teleport and disappear off or not? Oh, yeah, frustrating.
Form a counter-offensive.
Or use immediate redeploy?
Yeah.
They're going across the other side. Tom's now going to make sure that he's... Oh, man.
So the interesting thing is because you're going to have to base, that means you're going to have to come like round here if you roll high enough. Mm-hmm. And then I can heroically intervene in, right?
Oh. For a CP?
Yeah.
Right.
If.
Yeah.
I choose to.
What a twist. How interesting. Okay. Right. I think we're out of targets now with these. So no, it's no shooting from him because I've got no other target. Well, no. Out of range. No target with him. No target with him. This one. Into the Grandmaster. We'll turn to Nate Miller. He's a supporter of Xenos armies.
Just going to do them slightly further up, just to give me a few more options for
later on, manoeuvring out and so on.
Yeah,
okay.
Making sure they still can't be seen by the... Get to the chopper.
We're trying to get to grips these number of shots from Nate Miller. 3 average. Okay. Needing 4s.
What's going on? I'm being shot. That's not very nice.
Cross here, Tom.
Yes. Him?
Yep.
Okay.
It was a 3, Tom, a number of shots on camera, by the way. Any kind of stuff to do?
No, I need to try and protect them over there, so...
Come on, Grotzies, give us a...
Oh, that'll do.
Hazardous, by the way. And I forgot from the previous turn, hazardous are all good. Okay. Alright, so that's the Grot guns, just struggling for targets here. Okay, just off camera, we have gone for shots with the Defcopters. It's blast, there's 5 models in that squad. They're firing from here, straight up at those. So that's the extras +1 each. And then for the D3, total of 8, so not too bad. Andrea Stur, the dice here, Orc player. Then 5s and 6s. Okay.
Don't kill me too well now, Lucas.
I know, Tom, we'll just have to try our best here. 3 come through, -2.
And damage?
Through. Damage 3. So Tom will take the front 2. We knew that was coming. But, you know, whatever. We'll shoot them when we can. So picked up
the front 2 teleported away as well?
Yes. In sort of a red mist, vaporized thing. Our charge then, it could be like a 10-inch charge now, but we just took the opportunity to shoot those. There's actually no other target for the Defcopters. Might still even be 9. Tom's checking.
Yeah, it's like, is it still within the inch or not?
The ghost inch for charging is, I believe, so.
You have to finish within half an inch now, don't you? Not an inch. It's within half an inch, I think.
Yes.
Am I making that up? I could be making that up.
We'll check. We'll cross that.
If it's within half an inch, it's a 10-inch charge. If it's within 1 inch, it's a 9-inch charge.
Okay. And looking around for any other kind of firepower going on. There's nothing across here. Everything we could shoot at's gone, disappeared. Death Killer Wartrike, actually. Vehicle in close combat. Now that brings up a question that we had, which I reckon we got it wrong, but you can let us know. So we played Hard as Nails. Here, the restrictions is you can't play it on a vehicle unit. I have a mixed unit of bikers and the Death Killer Wartrike, which is a vehicle. So therefore, the question is, am I allowed to play that at all on them? Yes or no?
It's a very strange interaction.
Yeah. And the other thing is, or it could be split, where the Hard as Nails applies to the bikers, but then it doesn't apply to the vehicle character element part of that unit. Who knows? But if you know the answer to that one, let us know in the comment section. What we're going to do is, I've played it twice, and I'm going to stop playing it on that unit.
And he's going to veto 4 CP for doing it and cheating.
Yeah. So we've sort of both agreed to play it that way, and we'll just cease using it on that unit because it's mixed keywords, so we'll leave that one. I would imagine it can't be done, but let us know what you think. It could be split where you're able just to apply it to the bikers, but it doesn't. You don't get the Hard as Nails in the vehicle. Anyway, we'll shoot the vehicle into close combat. So we'll fire with the cutter. Who knows if we get a 5 or 6? You never know. Could have been good. It would have been Melter 2, damage D6.
Well, that would have been good.
Yeah, just the one shot though. It's 9. And then we'll go for the boom sticks, which is going to be 6 attacks. It's nothing scary here. 3 hits. A wound coming through at strength 5. And AP minus nothing, so you're okay. That's 5 power from the Death Killer Wartrike done. And I think it's going to be 5 power finished across the board here. There's nothing else left to shoot with. No, it's all right. So we're going to charges next. This is where it's at here for the Orks. A chance for them to do something if these charges go ahead. All right, some tricky stuff going on. So charges taking place across here, as we can see. That's nice and straightforward. Across the other side, elected not to charge. Tom has the ability. He could heroically intervene. I'll go on the other side and show you. It's a tricky one. Now, I questioned it. I'm sure there's people watching. how Tom was able to redeploy straight onto the table after being removed. Other units have been taken off, they have to come back. So these have Sigil of Corruption?
Yeah, kind of. Sigil of Exigence. It's on the champion, and it's just whenever I'm selected as a target of a shooting attack, I can teleport away and teleport somewhere else on the battlefield as long as I'm 9 inches.
Immediately. It happens straight away.
Yeah.
Now, it's one use only, so it's been and gone.
Yeah, that's it gone, yeah.
So Tom just reverts to standard shenanigans
And it
now.
costs 30 points.
30 points. It's amazing. It's crazy, right? If I charge in across here, right, I have to go base to base. I go in. Tom then pays a CP to for the heroically intervened stratagem, which can be done on like infantry units and stuff now. Tom then makes his move and then goes in. He gets fights first, cuts all these down. So tactically, I'm going to hold back here and just sit.
Tactically, you shouldn't.
Shouldn't what?
Sit back. Because heroic intervention's 2
CP.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would kill them 3, take the objective.
Charge. Right, charge. Change of plan.
It's okay, you're going to fail them anyway.
I'm going to go on the other side of the table, get the Xenos dice, and roll up for a charge it. I'm going to pay a CP for here we go. I'm going to charge the Weird Boy squad. We're going to go into them. So I need... we'll check. We said we check. We'll check the range here. It's 9 and a bit. So it's a 9-inch charge. For charging, you've got to try and get within engage range, which is an inch. So it's a 9. I've played the CP to give me the extra 2. For here we go. So it's a 7-inch charge.
Nice and high now, please.
Dave Humphries.
Dave Humphries.
Yes.
He's the man. That wasn't high.
Come on, reroll. Come on, Dave. If
Nice
you're tuning in,
please,
Dave,
please,
you want
please,
this
Dave,
to...
please.
High? What are you saying high
double
for?
six.
Why?
Because then you have to base as many as you can and then they can't get in.
Oh, shenanigans.
Double six. Okay. Right. They're useless.
Charge. Normal 9-inch charge with these guys.
Low.
10!
And then they get it. Of course.
Of course they do.
Woohoo!
Charge. That's the sound they make as they go in. Yeah, so that charge has gone ahead. I've since made a pylon move. So we've been discussing something here. There's a number of things we've been talking about, but we'll just talk about one aspect of this. So I had to move the models that could make base contact, which was these 6. They've had to go right up. You have to max out with those. They've made their base contact. With these, they couldn't make base contact. So it says you can move up to your charge range. So I held these back, still maintaining coherence, and put them back like here, like so. Because I don't want to roll around here and get involved with this. So then that's their move. Then comes the pylon move, and then I'll just shunt them in, and they'll become the second rank. So I'm going to play it that way with those. We're just talking about trying to avoid getting sucked into combat.
If it was like a double 6, then you would have to have pushed around here more, wouldn't you?
Because I'd have more models that could get base contact. Yeah.
Cool.
Something to bear in mind is there is a different. You've got to read it carefully for 10th edition, but the mechanics work differently. We've noticed it with charges. There is a different mechanic going on. That's something to be aware of. And looking at pylon moves, we reckon you can go around, if models are spared, a roll around and could end up tapping into models across here. And then looking at who is eligible to fight, it just says you need to be within engagement range or in base contact to fight. So I reckon you could be sucked into a combat against a unit you haven't charged against. But again, you can point that out in the comment section if you think we're wrong on that one. Doesn't really matter here because it's not going to apply in this particular situation. But the Storm Boys have gone in. So we're going to start with this combat across here. They're all in. They can all fight. I've played Unbridled Carnage. So that's going to give us sustained hits of 1, but it's going to be on critical hits of 5+. So we're doubling the effectiveness of extra hits coming through. Do the knob with the Power Claw first. 3 attacks +1 for the Warg. 5s and 6s. Pop extras. 4s to hit though. And then that one comes through because of that, so that's helped a little bit. Looking for 2s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. If you -2, 2 damage.
1 did.
Okay, yeah, damage 2. So 1 slain. There's 2 left to try and get rid of. It's the other 9. So they are 3 attacks each. And I'll have to save another 9 here. I could borrow some Imperial Fist dice, couldn't I, Tom?
I'm sure the first bout will be enough to kill them.
No, this is it.
That's it. All right.
This is the whole lot here.
All right, okay.
We're looking for 3s. 5s and 6s are useful. That doesn't look very good. We'll throw another handful in. And then we'll do it again. So we'll take away the 1s and 2s. I'll sort this out here and come back to it. Alright, so that's the hits, that's the extras across there. So that's all lumped together. Now looking for 3s to wound. Here for the Warg at strength 5. These are AP -1, so you might be able to grind away effectively enough. We'll take away the 1s and 2s. And Tom's got 5, 10, 15, 18 saves to make of -1. Have we done enough?
1 damage each or 2 damage?
Just 1 damage, just chopping away.
Oh, you've literally just killed the 2 of them. I need that CP. I can't spend it. I cannot spend it.
Well, your base is a 2-up armor save.
Yeah.
Wow.
I cannot spend it.
The unit's not important enough. Tom's going to let them go. Okay. Orks get their result, but only just.
Bye-bye, Amy Elmo.
Phoenix Lord gone. Okay. And I thought it was a waste using that stratagem. Turns out we needed it. All right, that's what Tom needed the CP for. True silver armor. 100% need it here in this close combat. So that's going to knock off 1 AP from all my attacks.
Yeah.
Gosh, powerful. Okay. So here we go. We'll roll up some attacks here. Okay, so we have 5 Meganobs to fight. 3 attacks each. The Warg is on, thankfully. So we're up to 20 attacks in total. 4s to hit. 3s to hit because of Grog the Whopper. Granting his might is right. +1 to hit rolls. 6s are good. And Tom says he's on -1 to the wound roll because our strength is going to be coming through at about strength 11 or so. So -1 to the wound.
Wowzers.
Well.
Welly, Wellington.
We knew it was coming. A terrible roll on the Xenos dice. And that's horrific.
You're taking the 3s, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's another 3 as well.
Okay. Oh, boy.
And then put 2 more in.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
2 swing comes
3s.
Great. Yeah, good recovery here if we can. That's all right. That's not disappointed.
That's
All right. So, hold it right there. I would have been slaughtered in the comment section. Those are mortals. Yeah. I called a Warg. Melee weapons equipped on this unit have the devastating wounds ability. So those come through.
Paladins. My paladins have got a 4-up. Feel no pain against mortals from Drago.
Can you check it's mortal wounds like...
It's mortals, it's not psychic, it's mortals. The librarians are psychic attacks, but Drago is mortal wounds.
Fine, there's 6 mortal wounds to try and block.
Yeah, so we'll go with the...
Well, those come last, sorry.
Yeah, those go last, so we'll go with the saves first.
6 saves at -2, -1.
So -1, 3s.
Uh-oh.
So 3 failed.
Okay.
So that is...
2 slain.
No,
2 damage this time.
Oh. They're 3 wounds.
Yeah, 2 damage. Oh, yeah, 1 slain.
Yeah,
Sorry, no,
yeah.
apologies, bad.
So I will take him away. And then, just for now, we'll get wound count in a minute. He has 2 damage on him, so he's got 1 wound left. And then...
Just saying, Tom, is this your combination that's the remedy to Mike's 10-man Terminator Abaddon combo?
No, Drago's nowhere near as good as Abaddon. Or Abaddon.
But maybe your paladins are better than the Terminators.
Yeah, I think the paladins are, yeah. So you've still got something from this unit to attack. Still, haven't you?
The leader.
Go through? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, right, you want to leave it to the side. Okay, so those are mortal wounds. We'll leave those there. Yeah, okay. So Grog the Whopper himself shall make his attacks. So all these attacks coming through from the artist formerly known as Veege. It's actually an Orc player as well as Thousand Suns. So Grog gets 4 attacks with the Ooge Chopper and an extra attack for the Warg. He hits on 2s. 6s would be amazing. Come on. 1 back in. He'll be on 2s to wound, and then it goes 2 3s. I need to stop rolling in this weird crater. That's insane. Oh, dude, he hasn't sharpened his axe up since the end of 9th edition. Okay, so that's him finished. And
Tom's, mortals, 4s.
Mortal wounds.
So take 3.
Yeah.
So the guy's dead that was on 1 wound,
Yeah.
and then 2 wounds
On
on
another.
to the next one.
Got it. Alright, so that's that coming through. His paladins are tough. There's loads of them left. This is not good. We'll go on to the next squad across here. I've tucked these in already. They're all going to get to fight. So you're taking off my AP -1.
Yeah.
So now you're getting 2 up
ups,
saves
yeah.
against my big choppers. Yeah. Oh boy. Yes, Tom's going to get on 2 up saves against these big choppers. Right. 40 attacks from the 10 knobs coming through. So we'll do 20. 6s are amazing. Yes, this is better. We're looking for 2s actually, because we went for big choppers. There's no kind of deadly or devastating wounds coming
4
through.
out, 4 in.
Okay. 3 wind becomes 4th wind. Try and overwhelm Tom, perhaps forcing him to make loads and loads of 2-up saves. So,
How many damage are these 2?
Damage 2.
Yeah, so that's quite tasty.
Alright, Tom. You're looking at 9 so far. I shall just do this again.
So you've done 3 wounds so far, yeah? I saw that extra inch gain there on the tank movement. Unbelievable.
Looking for 2s.
1, 2, 3.
Adding in an
4
extra.
back in.
Yeah, nice. And then 4s.
It's a 100% hit rate, should you?
Oh boy. God, that was devastating wounds. Right, so add 9.
Another 9.
10.
18. So
19.
19.
19. 19 saves of 2+. I'm not going to wipe them. And I shall pass no comment on the dice roll about to come.
Yeah, I might call on some assistance, yeah?
Tom's going to...
Vagabond!
Yep.
Martin. Or Vagabond. I lost 1.
Ooh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Lost
because
2.
they're 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I lost 2.
We're chopping away. There's 1. And there's another one. We're killing them, but it's taking a lot of effort to do it.
Can I hit you back yet?
Not yet. There's
Right,
one
what's going
person
next?
left to fight.
Who's that?
Who do you think, Tom?
Oh, is he already have you already piled in?
Yeah. No, all simultaneously, we're good. He can still strike. So, Gut Ripper, he's the cheapest he's ever been. I mean, he's 70 points. He's just not quite as good as once he was. He gets, Power Claw, he gets 4 attacks.
He used to be far too good for the points.
Yeah, he was a bargain. It says here, though, Tom,
It says here.
that he hits on 3s, but he's leading units, so he hits on 2s. That's good. When you call a Warg, you get an extra 4 attacks.
Are you making that up?
Nope, that's a true story. 4 attacks. Do I get an extra one as well for the Warg? I think it's 4 instead of 1. Just check here, just double check.
Legitimate? For 70 points?
Well, it says,
He's still a bargain.
the biggest and the best. When you call a Warg, until the start of the next battle round, add 40 attacks, characteristic of models, melee weapons, right? Doesn't say instead of, doesn't replace the rule. So I'm just going to take this rule as well, add 1 to the strength.
Yeah, it's a different rule altogether. The biggest and the best. Yeah.
All right then, 9 attacks.
And we all know he is the biggest and the best. So.
6s. And I'm going to have to give this one to Chris Comiskey. We'll do it.
Oh no, here come the ones.
We'll do it now.
Oh no.
Not bad. Oh man, that's crazy. Right, okay, so we'll add in an extra 3.
What strength is this boy?
It'll be strength 11.
29.
So, yeah.
So he's still a bargain, basically.
He's still a bargain. We're looking for 3s.
Ouch.
Ripper is back. 10. 10 saves at -2 as well, so it becomes -1. 10 saves of 3+.
And how many damage?
Damage 2, Tom. It's damage 2.
That's still
damage
bad
2.
enough.
It's bad enough, yeah.
1, 2.
No, you damage only -1.
Oh yes,
True
only one off.
silver.
Phew.
Oof.
Right, 1.5.
Okay. Without that stratagem, Tom, there would have been serious stuff going on against those. God. the difference of AP minus 2 and AP minus 1. It made a massive difference. Tom's
like
got
a
paladins
paladin,
left.
that paladin unit's 510 points.
Oh, right.
And then Drago's 100. It's like a 650 point unit.
Oh, on top of that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, oh boy.
So those are, and they've just been butchered. I've only got 4 Terminators left.
Oh, hang on. There's more stuff to attack with.
What's attacking now?
Attack squig.
What?
Missed.
No.
Oh, sorry. Got hit.
Hits on a 2.
No wound.
No.
Okay,
Can I hit you now, please?
Yes, everyone's finished.
Right.
So I've done a consolidation move because I can get some models within range of that objective, so I've been able to do it. Just try and close the gap against those paladins. There's 4 of them left, so Tom's going to allocate who he wants to go against. He is outnumbered, but he's got some quality models remaining.
Drago first into the
All right, Drago.
big guys. Yeah, who have we got that can assist?
I think Tom wants to try and destroy Meganobs here. He sees those as the greatest threat, so he's going to go after them with Drago.
Christheim.
Okay. Patreon's running low here. They've been used up quite quickly.
2s followed by 3s. Just gonna take. No! No! -4.
Whoa. 5+ invulnerable save. I'm going to call upon a friend for... we'll call upon the Eldar here. It's Jordan Russell, fellow Xenos player. 5+. Blocked 1.
3 damage.
3 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
1 was on 1 anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I probably should have gone with the other ones first. But...
Okay. That's Kyle. Removed. Killshot Kyle.
4. Right. What is the OC on these boys?
Yes, let us discover. Tom's going to continue fighting against Meganobs. We reckon he controls this objective quite comfortably. My Meganobs and the boys, or Nobs, are worth 1 OC each, so not very good for objective control.
Right, in on 2s?
Yeah.
Stop rolling ones, Tom.
Loads of attacks.
And then 4 attacks each. And then 4s. So, 2, 4, 6, 8 to -2.
4 up save set. 2 up save -2.
2 dead.
Have to kill 2 more. Damage 2 each time?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go this one. And it doesn't really matter. We'll go here. I think we have to for unit coherence anyway. Okay, so Tom's half the squad. Well done. Okay, so that's them finished.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. So Orks have done more damage. Tom struck back really well there. So that's that combat resolved. Orks needed to pile in there a load of stuff to stand any chance against those paladins. We had to chuck in 2 war bosses. A massive squad of 10 Ork Nobs, plus the Mega Nobs as well.
When you think of it that way, like, it's a lot of stuff put in there to kill 6 paladins.
Yeah. That was a lot of effort required. And that's at our best with a Warg. Devastating wounds, will not be as good next turn.
Right. So we are on 3s. And we are on...
This is the Dreadnought.
3s.
Tom gets to strike
Terrible.
first.
1. He is having an absolute mare over here.
5+ invulnerable save. Passed.
He is rubbish.
We hoped that would happen. Okay.
I am seriously considering of dropping the Dreadnought and putting in more Terminators.
Okay. We'll go with the Death Killer Wartrike first. Doesn't really matter which order we go with. So we'll go for the Snagger Claw, which is going to be 3s to hit on 5 attacks. We'll commit this to a friend. So Dave Humphries, I can't remember if you used him already. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, Dave. 2s. 6s are great. All of them with an extra 1. Good for you, Zog. Now we're looking at a strength of 11. 3s to wound. Whoa, all of them. Zog. Go for it. Wow.
And what is this?
-2. Damage 2. 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you are probably going to kill this guy.
6 damage. Whoa, from the boss on the Death Killer Wartrike. Nice. We'll go.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah. Not too bad. Death Killer Wartrike is all right. Orcs not too bad on the grind here. If you can get a character buried in a unit, just to chip away is what we're seeing. So we're looking at the Power Claw on the squad leader. 3 attacks. Extra 1 for the Warg. 6s are great. Looking for 4s. Looking for 3s actually, +1 to hit roll. To make it through. We're trying to wound here on 3s again. Yep, 2 go through. -2 again.
Orks are strong, like.
Got them 4 damage. It's going to go. Deadly Demise, nope. Target destroyed. Whoa, okay. That was swift and unexpected.
And that will be the last time the Dread Knight comes out to play.
I'm just banning them already.
He's rubbish.
You got taken on there. It's the bodyguard. Bodyguard stuff's pretty good for 10th edition. It's Orks, and there's a double stack of bodyguard, right? I'm bodyguarding the squad leader and the character, right? So you've got a power claw, and then you've got the leader with the power claw as well. So it's stacked up, and then you're trying to get through the models. So that's proven quite effective. So I would say Orks have finally managed to get to grips with the Grey Knights, get stuck into some units, and they've managed to do quite well. So that's kind of the approach we've taken here, is just to try and get into combat and to do something somewhere whenever we can. So it's happened a number of places here. This is working in the Orks' favour, so that's looking good for them. But Tom has a fair amount of stuff that's off the board, can turn up anywhere.
I've only got one squad.
And change the shape of the Volder squad.
Yeah, that's it. Everything else I did.
Okay, well, that's not a bad turn for the Orks, actually.
See how it goes.
Not too bad. Well, give you an idea on points here, but Orks having the upper hand, I think, at this stage. So Tom's tracking the score on his phone with the app, and it is 32-26.
Yes.
Yeah, so Orks are behind. So the 10 points picked up for primaries, 4 points for engageable fronts, not too bad, because we've got units over there now, so all 4 table quarters, 4 more points coming through. So we are behind, but starting to the numbers game here, Orks flooding the table quite effectively. But the shape of the game can change. Tom's got units that can certainly make a difference here. We'll go on to the third turn of the game for the Grey Knights coming up next. Remember, Tom's got fresh secondaries coming through. Orks are fixed with theirs. So engaging all fronts, we're on track. We're doing okay with that one. Trying to get these characters, though, is going to be difficult here. It's going to take a fair bit of work to get to those. Not impossible. We'll see what happens. Turn 3 for the Grey Knights next. All right, so on turn 3, middle stage of the game. Paladins failed Battle Shock.
Yes, so I had to spend a CP to auto pass.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would lose my 5 points there.
No, I had to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're rattled here by the Orks, just the sheer ferocity from being attacked from in front and behind, and by 2 war bosses. I would say Battle Shock, yeah, fair enough. But insane bravery kicking in, showing the elite nature of this unit, headed up by Drago himself. Backing up, moving in towards close combat here to go for another fight with these. You can see Valdus there at the back arriving with the Terminators as well to lend some firepower support, possibly charge with them as well. Tom wants to clear this objective to try and anchor this one over on this side. And then across the other side, the Shenanigan unit across there getting ready to take on the Storm Boys. I've just come around here so you can see they've lined themselves up to shoot charge. Options available with those. That's Peter Grant's squad and Michael Fry working together. So that's it. Resources are a bit trimmed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Orks swarming the board seems to be effective enough for them, but they are fragile. We're now out of the barg, so no more extra strength. Attacks, can't advance and charge. Invuln save has disappeared as well. The 5+ Invuln save is gone. That is retained on some of the units, so Orks not as potent as they were on the previous turn. Right, Tom's got a question. We were talking about something, weren't we, Tom?
Yeah, we were talking about psychic powers. So, Caldor Drago's got a psychic power, the Scourging, which has got Anti-Demon 2+, doesn't make any difference, ignores cover, and Psychic. I was wondering, you always used to be able to do psychic powers in close combat.
Yeah.
I was wondering whether you can do that now, but it doesn't say pistol next to it, and we cannot find anything that says that we can.
So if anyone knows the answer to that one, just trying to feel our way around 10th edition at the moment, but I can't find any reference to psychic. There's no explanation of that keyword.
And it's under a ranged attack.
So we're presuming...
So I'm presuming I can't.
You can't because it's not a pistol attack. But let us know. Maybe there's an exemption for psychic that you can. But let us know in the comment section where the rules for that can be found. We've searched high and low and can't find them. Okay.
So we're going to fire these guys back here first. So 5 of the Terminators into the bikes. First of all, hitting on 3s because they are only Terminators, not Paladins.
We used to get Dust Cloud, but I don't think so anymore. No, we get Drive-By Dakar instead. That's all right. So you're hitting normally.
Yeah. And then 5s.
Cool, that's a lot. It's a pretty good roll.
6, good sir.
Okay. I'll use spare Patreon dice. AP minus.
Nope.
4 ups. Oh, Patreon dice, nice. 2 wounds taken. It's enough to slay a bike and roll a wound onto another.
And then Voldus. 1.
Wow, another wound taken.
Okay.
I have to say, look at this. Orc casualties
Yeah, there's not many.
are low. Yeah, it's a surprise halfway through the game. But still, Tom's got the rest of his turn to come. We could have some decent combats.
Flamer into the bikes.
He really wants them going.
And then we're going to go with... what is the...
Yeah, well,
How many
Tom.
wounds is this?
10 wounds. He's going against the bikes. He wants them gone.
10.
Wow.
Toughness, 6. Isn't it?
Whether they're up to it or not. They are, they did, yeah. Ball bikers, toughness 6 now.
Yep, so 5 at -1.
Okay. 5 pluses. 4 wounds taken.
Oh, that's... Oh, no.
Oh, hold it right there. The knob could be 4 wounds.
Let's double check.
Okay.
Right. Then the side cannon.
Right, that's important. I'll just double check. I'm pretty sure you got split profiles here for all units. So yeah, 4 wounds on the warbiker knob.
Threes. All 3. -1.
Minus
one at a time.
One at a time, yeah, here we go. And I think it's time for some help from somebody. So we're looking for Michael German here. He's an Eldari player. So
How many wounds is this?
that Death Killer War Trike is 9 wounds.
Oh, good.
Failed. All right. Death Killer War Trike's going to be the -1, did you say? 5 plus. Yes. And a 5 plus. Oof.
Good. I was scared that I was going to delete him.
Yes.
And then not be able to
in
charge
range
you.
of the objective. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is that, and then shooting over here.
Yes. Okay, lots of Dakar. 3s against the Storm Boys. Do you like the Imperial Fist dice, Tom?
Yeah, you know I really wanted to use my Grey Knight ones, but for the viewers, it's much better to see the dice rolls on these, I think.
Frank approves.
Yeah.
He's here, by the way.
4, 6, 8. 8. 8 in total. No AP.
Right. So, I wonder if they gave us better t-shirts. Yeah, 5 plus. And we block 4, of course. So 4 casualties taken.
Take them from where you want.
Doesn't really. The ones that are closest to you at the table edge.
These ones?
That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm a bit more relaxed about Grey Knights, Tom. I was a bit like a bear standing at the edge of a waterfall with leaping salmon flying past, but I've caught a few now.
You've got it.
I've got the taste for them.
Were you just the dude that is stood there with his hands in the water, slowly putting their hand around the salmon, and then to reach them out?
No, we got some. We've clutched some in our jaws and devoured a few, and we've got the taste for them now.
Well, I'm going to charge you now, Lucas. And this salmon is going to
come for us.
Come for you.
Okay.
So we're going to go for the Grandmaster here.
And he goes 6. And he's going to have a higher OC, so Tom's happy enough. And in the ideal...
Oh, yeah, can't do that.
Oh. Well, that's kind of weird. We're not so keen on the roll. We're not allowed to
because now
I
can't pile into him or anything, so I can't
silly.
stand over that. So.
Mighty tempted to house rule that, Tom, but we'll stay official.
We'll try with Voldus and his lot. Why not? See what they get. Oh, yeah, okay. Right, fine. That works because I do have Assassinate.
Okay.
Kapow.
Tom's happy on that flank, that's for sure.
Kapow.
Yeah, Tom's measuring each model because he has to try and get base contact if he can. It's not going to be too much of a problem across there, but it's going to tuck another one in. I'll zoom in so you can see what's going on in those models. Go. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that particular instance here, that objective there is annoying and not realistic because if Tom clears all this, he can't push through this vehicle onto that because an objective. Kind of weird. Bit of a glitch there, but
Glitch
anyway.
in the matrix. And here?
Yep.
7.
No problem. All right, some easy going charges. Tom should prevail in those combats and level up in this game as much as possible. All right, so Marcus Anthony here at a Gold Level Patreon. There's a couple left. Tom's going for the Grandmaster. He's activating his ability to reroll hit rolls and wound rolls against vehicles.
Yes, it is called Surge of Wrath.
Okay.
So once per battle ability. It's a psychic ability, so it means I'm hitting you on 3s. But I'm rerolling. And then I am wounding you on 3s.
It's toughness 6, yeah, not so tough. Rerolling?
Rerolling. Perfect. So that's 5 at AP minus. Look at the size of that sword, can I just say?
Yeah.
And it's AP minus 2.
In which case I'll take 5+ invulnerable saves. And pass 2.
That is...
It's D6 each time?
Yeah.
I'll take it off.
Oh no. I wanna reroll. There you go.
Yeah, nothing I can do. Deadly Demise, yep. It does. It's Deadly Demise 1, so it's a mortal wound to each unit.
Okay.
And my truck as well. Alright, so target destroyed. Tom's cleared that objective most. There's a truck parked there, but it's of little danger and will not prevent Tom from recapturing that objective. So mission accomplished.
Can these guys pile in?
Yes, because they can get themselves within range, or consolidation, right? They can...
Consolidate and pile in? Or not?
Oh no, piling's gone. So what you're looking at... Oh no, so you're activating a fresh unit.
Yeah.
Reach down and clear. We'll check here.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Right, yes, Tom's done a piling move across there. They pushed through deeper onto the objective. That's well and truly in Tom's hands. So, do I want to interrupt play across the other side? The answer is no. 2CP, you've got to save it. So Tom can use his shenanigan unit to make their attacks.
That is too many 1s and 2s. Tom, come on.
Tom's got this in the bag. It's not going to be a problem. Is that all their attacks, or is there still more to come?
Terrible. Oh no, you still got the leader
Right.
to go. But these are 3s. And they are t-shirts, so they're dead.
They're dead, yeah.
Unless they don't have the 5-up invuln anymore, do they?
And they're gone. No. AP minus 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
2 damage.
Oh, 2 damage to Tom, yeah, okay. Long gone. Right, so Tom's cleared that objective. We're going to hand over to the Orks now, because it's the player whose turn it's not, which is me. So I think I must fight with the Ripper and his knobs. Right, so I've chosen Ripper. And I'm going to go for Blood Angels, Ryan. It's the last of the Patreons here. I've played Unbridled Carnage. I dropped a dice there. Thank you, Tom. Unbridled Carnage. So 5s are going to pop the sustained hits.
Ripper.
Well, he's last. He lets the boys fight first. He lets them have a go. Looking for 2s. Oh, 2s.
Lots of 1s, but then lots of 5s and 6s as well.
Yeah. Tom's counting them out here.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Ripper.
That's the spirit, Tom.
Yeah.
2 more oranges, please.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure.
And then we're looking for
4s.
4s, because it's 3s to aim -1.
Don't like that.
Wow.
Don't like that.
Thanks, Blood Angels, Ryan. Okay.
Make sure I'm not cheating. Multiple hands helping. Multiple hands make light work, you see. There you go.
Right. 5, 10, 15 saves at -1. That does bite. So 15 saves of 3+.
How many damage? This is 2 damage,
Damage 2 each time.
No! 1 dead, 2 dead, 2.5 dead.
Got on some wounds already?
Yes.
3
so he is dead. So then 3 dead. Oh dear, 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 dear.
1. Stave man. Oh, and a dude in there. Didn't even see him. This is the situation. There's Drago. The banner still remains.
The banner stands.
Numbers are dwindling here. Okay.
Right, so Drago better.
Those 2 wounds can disappear as well. Spares.
Better hit you.
Oh, Ripper fighting now. So,
no, maybe not.
4 attacks, he's nowhere near as what he was the Warg, so...
That's what we did last time.
5 to 6 is applied to him, though. Yeah. Add that one back in. 2s to wound. Becomes 3s. Well, he's done his bit. 2 more come through. These are -2.
Damage.
Damage 2.
So, past. AP2, so that's through. And he's still alive.
Yeah, Tom rolled a 3rd dice, didn't need to. Just the 2 wounds come through on the banner. So I've not got through to them yet. So Tom's now free to fight with Drago and the banner. I imagine you're going to go after the Meganobs.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
He's trying to sneak back in. So we'll go with the banner first.
It's a good fight, Tom, this one.
Is it? I'm getting absolutely butchered. 2.
Toughness
6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength 6.
Minus
2.
4 ups. Come on, survive.
2 damage.
Alright, can go on.
I don't think you've got anyone damaged, have you, at the minute? So
next is Drago.
please stop rolling 1s, Drago. Good. 3s. That'll do. Come on, Drago. Drago shows up at last. -4. You haven't got any save. Have you? You're 2 up.
Yeah, 6s then.
6s. And each one of them's 3 damage.
Whoa. 6 on the wounded Meganob.
Dead.
6 on his friend.
Dead.
3 left.
All on the big guy.
Yeah, so now we switch to something else. 5+ built-in invulnerable save. To survive, I must pass 1. With 7 wounds.
I prefer if you pass none.
1 wound left. Oh boy, Drago's good. Incredibly good. Alright, so Grog the Whopper. Swinging at Drago's units. There's still the banner to try and get through. 4 attack space. Their base number of attacks is quite poor, I have to say. So they're there for buffing and being buried inside units. Okay. Looking for 2s. 6s are great. Threes. So stop. Those go straight for his mortal wounds.
Why?
Because of devastating wounds. Because he's got the Ed Whopper's kill chopper whopper.
Oh, that's not the what you've got. Right, so wait. So it's just mortal wounds.
4 of them.
Right, so it's 4 damage. So I have to take these as 4 up 300 pains. So fail 2.
Yeah.
So 1 for him and 1 for Drago.
Oh, we marked him. All right, put a mark on Drago. Bodyguard stripped away. Drago now fights alone. All right, so Tom's calculating points. This turn's finished. Still a vicious fight taking place across here. Just Drago remains. Tom's gathered up points coming through. He's captured that objective across there.
Yeah.
He's captured that objective across there.
But
so
I've lost that one.
He's now lost that one, with the banner falling.
Which is quite important, actually. Because secure no man, that's cost me 3 points losing that.
Oh. Okay, so score is 44 points to 26. Tom picking up more points because of your secondaries.
Yeah, assassination and no man's land. And then 5 for primary at the beginning of that turn.
All right, okay. Okay, so 44 points to 26. Orks in control of 2 objectives. So we'll get our 10. We nudged to in range of this one here in the middle. And we comfortably hold this one for now. So 10 points to come through. So 36 points to 44. Orks are behind. Our points we need is engage on fronts, which we can still do, although we have lost a fair bit of stuff this turn. We've got to try and destroy these characters. We're going to turn 3 for the Orks next. Right, moving the Orks on turn 3. So trucks remained where it is. Guns pull back a little bit, but they're not going to be able to escape. So we'll just pull them back to try and line up some shots. Gun here, holding position. Advanced move, just roll a 1, pull back further on towards the objective. Trucks squeezed through here, move round empty. Boys have shifted to the left a little bit to control this objective. The other boys squad that was the other side hopped inside the transport vehicle. Then a transport vehicle advanced around mate to here. Not going within 9 inches of that squad, lest they teleport away. Defcopters line themselves up for shooting. Ongoing combats across here. Advanced roll made, high roll moving around here with the Def Dread, and haven't moved there with the Weird Boy and his squad. That's movement done for the Orks. We're going to the shooting phase next. Fire into the Grand Master. Anything shenanigan going on?
Nope.
Number of shots? 3 in 4s. We do get 2. 3's to wound, and we do get 2 wounds. How interesting. AP -2. They're D6 damage each time, yes, I believe. And they are -2, yeah.
1 through.
1 goes through. D6. It's a 3.
Down to 9.
9 left. Okay. Well done. Hazardous. Okay. The next gun, same target. Number of shots. 4 shots this time. We've finally got something to shoot at. We've got 2 hits. 3's to wound. Oh, snake eyes. Oh. Never mind. Okay. I'll take it. Come on, reroll. Yeah, go on then. I'll probably regret doing that. 3 up. A wound comes through. Tom's rolled off camera hand pass. Rolled a 4. So that's come through. That's CP. What would the damage have been? Another 3. Okay. So that's those 2 done. The truck. Well, we'll put some shots into him. And we miss. We'll press on with our firepower.
10. You killed one.
Yeah. That's the extra hits. This is blast coming from the copters. This is the number of shots. It's another 6 in total. 5s and 6s. We do get a few. 2's to wound. Yeah, 4 saves come through. -2.
3 dead.
Yeah, nice. Good shooting from the copters. Well done. 3 models slain. All right, so rest of the firepower's complete. We fired the Weird Boy. He missed, and some slugger shots come through. They all missed as well against that target across there. The shooting done. Charges next. Okay, so charges none. Because if we do try and go in with the Weird Boy and his squad, they'll be killed. Tom has fights first. And if we do get to fight, Tom will play true silver armour on them. I've got a name for that squad, Tom. The Untouchables.
Well, you killed 3 of them with shooting that.
Yes. Okay, so not the Unshootables then. They're just the Untouchables.
Yeah, the Untouchables.
All right, but that's... they're a good unit, Tom. They're very good indeed. Drago, after you, sir. Now, how does he attack? Does he try and bring the war boss down or start eating away at Rippa's big squad of knobs?
Well, I could bring the war boss down, and then when Ripper attacks, pop the ignore -1 AP and hope that I roll lots of 2s.
Right.
I know what my rolling's like with him, and what's your invuln?
5+.
5+.
Like a good shenanigan-y Xenos Dicey pass.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're trying to bait me now, aren't you? Just to put everything into him. Or I could basically... Right, so the option is attack him or potentially just outright kill 4 of those. And killing 4 of those takes away what? How many attacks?
12.
12 attacks.
Yeah.
Are they still hitting on 2s?
Yep.
Interesting. I am going to...
What to do, Drago's on his own. It's a tough call, Tom.
I'm going to put all of them into him.
He's going after...
And luckily, because I rolled 3 1s. So that's a good start.
No comment, Tom.
That's an amazing performance, Drago. He's slightly overwhelmed in there.
All I need to finish this off. The icing on the cake.
Oh, I'm actually not sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine, don't worry. It's all good. I
know you have to have a salted dice, Tom. 5 5+ to finish this
Ready,
off.
salted.
Here it comes. 5!
Wow.
Wow.
Don't know what to say about that, really.
Right.
I'm tempted to not do the true silver and just let him die now after that performance.
What do you want to do, Tom?
I'm going to do the true silver.
Just go. Right, so 4 attacks with Grog the Whopper. It's the salt.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's the salt patch across here. It's bad. Right, 1 hit comes.
He's having a parlay.
Got one.
Right, you got one, did you? And what's going on?
-2.
So -1?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Past 5. Well done. All right, we'll go with We'll go with Gut Ripper first of all.
Drago and Ripper having a parlay. Yep, we're having a parlay.
Shocking, man. Try and wound. Yeah, 2 wounds do come through.
Minus?
-2 again.
-1? Oh, good.
Oh, just right down to the... It is going to go down to the bodyguard now. We'll do 10 at a time. Looking for 2s. All of them with a bonus. 3 to wound becomes...
No.
Gone.
Not paladin anymore. Yeah.
3 to wound. So we're looking at 5 saves, needing 2s.
Yes. Keep rolling. Do the other ones.
Right.
I'll do them all at the end. I'll roll all my ones together.
Oh, there's a dice I didn't even pick up.
Cheeky. Well,
I missed.
It was a 1 as well.
We'll throw in
But then
4.
flip.
And wounding on 3s.
Right.
Oh, hang on, Tom. There's another batch.
What?
Another batch of 10. It's 30 in total.
How many is the boss?
5, 10, 15, 17 saves of 2+. I think he could do this.
16, 17. He takes a wound.
2 damage.
He takes 2 wounds.
2 wounds taken. Drago lives. Unbelievable. He survived. I don't know what to say. He's survived. Both him and the war boss have survived, actually. So there you go. Scoreline is 44 points to Tom, 38 to the Orks. They have caught up, but they're still behind. Assassinate, continuing to prove elusive for the Orks. 2 points picked up for engaging all fronts for 1, 2, 3 table quarters, but not that one. And so the game's tight enough, though. Orks have failed to make much of an impact, though. They're struggling across here. Drago single-handedly tying up Ork elite units, which is preventing them from rallying and heading off towards Tom's home objective. So Drago is performing a noble task, tying up 2 war bosses and the 10-man bodyguard unit. End of turn. We're going to turn 4. Later stages of the battle. The game hangs in the balance here. Either side could win this. We'll see who prevails, the Imperium or the Orks. Alright, so movements complete. Removed at the end of my turn and now deep striking back into here, looking to get the Grandmaster into close combat to try and rescue Drago. So very fitting, very thematic, and very appropriate from him. The strike squad moving across, they're going to take on the Weird Boy to try and delete that squad. Should be straightforward enough, shooting and close combat. And then Voldus moving in to destroy the truck as well. That's it, movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, so 3 wounds caused on here. That's firepower from those, firing through. Firepower from him in total. Took out one of the copters. And then 3 boys slain from the squad across there from the strike squad. Charges next.
These guys into there. 9.
There we go. No problem, they'll all get in. Well, that's the... Tom's going to roll around. We'll let him make his moves here. He's going to try and...
yeah, I'll go around that way.
Right, so Tom manoeuvring all the models round. Heading off round to the left-hand side. That's all fine. This charge went ahead. Now, usually... Well, Tom rolled a 3. So he's able to slowly go in for this charge. If he had rolled very high, he'd have had to push off and move around away from the objective. But it's a sticky objective anyway, so it still counts as holding it. So we're looking to roll up this other charge across the other side. Yeah, so he gets his +1. It's an 8-inch charge to go after. Now, there's 2 separate units here. You've got the boss. They're both the same distance.
Equidistant, so I'll just go for both. Yeah.
Okay, 8 inches. 9. Oh, his fist pumping off camera here.
Do you know why that is extremely good?
Uh-oh. I don't want to know. What's happening, Tom?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think because I'm a vehicle and I have high strength, I can smash you with mortal wounds.
What?
To a maximum of 6, can't I?
Oh.
It's a stratagem. Oh. Tank shock.
Oh, right.
Your charge phase. One vehicle unit from your army. Until the end of the phase, after your unit ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of it. Then select one melee weapon that you have. So my strength 10 sword. Roll a number of dice equal to the weapon's strength characteristic. If the strength characteristic is greater than the enemy's toughness, roll 2 additional d6. For each 5+, the enemy suffers 1 mortal wound to a maximum of 6. So I'll get 12 dice for 1 CP.
Whoa.
How many wounds are they?
2 each.
Okay, so that makes it less appealing. Because you're going to get to fight me first.
So Tom says he's doing something illogical.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do the tank shock for 1 CP. I should really do it into these guys, right? But there's certain things that happen in a game that just trigger off your imagination and your mindset. And for me, Drago has been struggling over here, and the Grandmaster Dread Knight has got communications that Lord Drago's in trouble. So he's teleported over from the other side of the board. And now he's landed, he's landed like Superman into the ground, like crushing the ground. And now he just charges full pout at the main man and rolls 1-5 and does 5 mortal wounds to him.
Oh, there's nothing I can do to stop that. 1 wound left. Okay, well done. That's very cross. You just booted.
That is just class.
Like an American football kick. Okay. Oh, Tom's enjoying himself here, plunging into the Orks.
Lord Commander, I'm here. And then he'll get to attack you in a minute.
Teleportation complete. Preparing to fire. There's no time for that. Okay. Oh boy.
That was class.
That was good, Tom. That's very good indeed. And now you're locked into a combat here against the Knobs. See, what a fight we've witnessed over on this flank. Units being drawn in here and twists and turns we could never have seen coming. You can't write the script here. It's the game generating its own narrative here, which is good to see. So what happens now, Tom?
So what happens now is...
You charged. You fight first.
I charged, so I fight.
No.
So now I need to pick whether I hit you with 5 attacks or hit you with 10 attacks. Hit you with 5 attacks that then put you on to 6s to save, or hit you with 10 attacks that put you on... What?
Yeah.
The 10 attacks are only 1 damage, that's the problem. So I'll just go with the 5 attacks.
Well, I've played Orks, he's never beaten. I'd rather not 2 CP, but we'll do it. We've got to try and do damage.
This is... I'm hoping this is a typo in the cards, because the Grandmaster hits on 3s. Which is terrible. And then wounds on 2s.
Oh, just the one.
And then... Oh, sorry. It's 6 damage if you fail.
Right.
It's just going to kill 1 guy.
It's going to kill 1 guy.
If you don't roll a 6. Imagine if you rolled a 6 and I didn't kill any, and then you don't get to attack.
What's the 6 for?
That's 2 CP. You get 6 up save. Because, believe it or not, this massive sword that is approximately 3 times taller than an orc is minus 2 AP, and you've got a 4 up save.
You're right, Tom. Don't you worry.
I killed 1.
Okay.
You get to fight with the 1 guy.
Yes, my 2 CP. Oh, why?
That was worth it.
Yes, dear me, that was a waste. God. Right, okay, 1 model. 3 attacks. That was really silly. 2's to hit though. 2 hits come through. I'm going against the Drake Knight here. And a wound comes through, so -1. I had to take away the model that's actually in base contact, that's fine.
How many?
2 saves.
Yeah, good. -1 you said, didn't you?
So I had to take away a model that was in base contact. This one down here. I rolled a wound and Tom passed, so no damage coming through. That's about one of the worst wastes of CP I've seen so far this edition. That was terrible. Okay, so Tom's going to do his combats across the other side, and they're gone. It didn't last too long. And Tom can go back onto the objective again. Oh, that squad's a pain. All right, so we'll head over to this combat across here. We'll make a piling move with Gut Ripper's bodyguard squad. But this is combat across here, and it's gone. They're gone as well. So we'll press on with this combat. All right, so piling move made. We've shoveled fruit in this direction. 7 knobs to go into here. 2 knobs from the Ripper into Drago. We're going to split up our attacks. So we'll go for... Got no CP. I wish I'd saved it for that one where you can do 5s for popping extra hits would be way more effective.
I think you used it quite wisely.
Okay, and then we'll go for another 4. I'll kick myself for that one. 2s. 6s are good. There's some 6s. Another one. So I'll take the misses and add them back in.
I suppose statistically, you should hit with 100% then. Shouldn't you, really?
Yeah. 5s. Strength 7 on him.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, there's a few. Cool, there's a few. AP -1. There's loads. 10.
10?
10 with big choppers. Damage 2 each time. I don't think we'll kill it.
I reduced damage by 1.
That's true.
In close combat? No, I don't really.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Carry on.
But I've got 3 up saves, so I'm dead. Oh no, I've got 1 wound left. 1 wound. You took 8 damage.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, Longbow baby surviving. Well done. We'll go for knobs next into Drago. They all hit. 3's to wound him. 3 go through. 1. 2 wounds taken. Yeah. Drago's almost gone. Ripper. 6s are great. There's double 6. So add those in. On +1 to hit rolls because I'm leading the unit. That's a nice lot of hits all of a sudden. And we've got ourselves a nice lot of wounds. AP -2, 5 saves. Whoa.
Goodbye, Drago. It was nice while it lasted. Yes, he's
got him. Good. Whoa, he's well and truly gone. 8 wounds coming through. Drago finally removed from play. We've picked ourselves up an assassination.
The Grandmaster arrived just in time to watch Drago have his head ripped off by Ripper.
Right, so that marks the end of the turn. So Tom will update us on the score. 4 points for assassination, finally, for the Orks. And then Tom's points coming through as well.
So it's 59 to me, 42 to you. But you are about to pick up 10.
Yes.
Yep, you're about to pick up 10 in your turn, so it's close. 59-52.
Whoa.
Good game.
Yeah, no, tight game. Good. So we've had a good battle here, and the game's yet to be decided. We're going to turn 4 for the Orks next. Right, so turn 4 for the Orks, remaining close combat across here. Going to hold this with him. Pushed up here, hold. Don't move. If I move, Tom can make a jump. So we just left them as he is, or as they are. Then the Deathcopter's moved across to get an angle to fire at the strike squad. The boys disembarked from here, moved across. Tom electing not to pull away, wants to hold on to that objective. And then the truck pushing around to anchor this central objective. And this one, this truck here picked up this squad and is headed off in that direction, just making a regular move. That's the movement done here for the Orks. Going to the shooting phase next. Right, shooting phase complete. So Dakar, no damage coming through. Deathcopters, no damage. Through grenades though, stick bombs being thrown. It's the generic stratagem from the core book. 6d6, need 4 pluses for mortal wounds. Killed 2 of the strike team. So I think there's 4 of them left plus the character.
4 on the character. Yeah.
Okay. A bit of a surprise across here. Met guns kicking in quite nice here. Command reroll 1 of the damage coming through and killed 3 of them from that squad, from Voldus' squad. And it was minus to the hit rolls. But some accurate firepower coming from the grots against them. So good shooting coming through. We're going to charges next. All right, so on charges, situations developed across here. So you can see the boys lined up for their assault against the strike squad. Didn't want to go in for the assault in the end because Tom has fights first. There's like literally no point in me going in. So we halted at that point. We then had a look at objective control. It's an equal number. It's contested at that point as those 2 units stare at each other. Tom and myself have an equal number of points on that objective. I think it's 6 each. No,
5 each.
5 each. Okay, equaling 10.
Yeah,
because they were both all the models are worth 2 OC each. So that's raised a question. Here we're split on the opinion. We're going to go with one direction on this one, but we have a variance in opinion on this one. Sanctifying Ritual Psychic. If you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase and this unit is within range of that objective marker remains under your control, even if you have no models within range of it, until your opponent controls it at the start or end of any turn. So, does this mean Does this only apply when Tom's got like no models on that objective? And it's a sticky objective, which means he can leave that objective. It counts as being under his control, and then I have to try and capture it. Or does it mean that you explain, Tom?
Yeah, well, no. My argument for this way is at the end of this turn, you are not controlling that objective.
I'm contesting it.
You're contesting it.
Correct. Yeah.
So the wording on the card is you need to, at the end of your turn, or at the start of your turn, you need to be in control of it, and you're not.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. But it's amazing how, like, in 40k all the time, two people can read a rule and get a slightly different idea of how it's worded. I know sticky is obviously. I know sticky's designed for you to leave it and it become yours.
But the way it's worded could also
the way it's worded there could Because at the end of this turn, if we both stand there and do nothing, neither of us control it.
Mm-hmm.
But because you don't control it, you don't take it off of me, is the way that I read that.
Yeah. And whether that's foreseen or not in the way it's been worded has created an issue.
So, why don't we roll for it at this event?
I think that's meant to be a 40k thing.
Yeah.
All right, then Tom.
So on a 4-up...
We'll do it your way.
We'll do it my way. There we go, we'll do it your way.
Okay, right.
So, that now begs the question, do I heroically intervene and butcher you?
Yes.
So you don't hold my objective?
Correct.
And the answer to that is going to have to be yes.
Yes, right, there we go. All right, so that's
so 2 CP paid, and I will heroically intervene.
So, if I had gone in, Tom would have got the result of destroying me. Tom's now had to go in against me. I forced him to use up the CP, so that's all right. But either way, Orc Boy squad is doomed. Tom's going to take them down. Okay, so Tom's rolled away there and has slain all the models except 2. We struck back with the knob caused 3 wounds, but Tom passed all of his saves, thankfully for him, to give models lives. He's definitely in control of that objective now, but Orc's not completely wiped out. Tom has struck here and destroyed 2 knobs from that bodyguard. That's Gut Ripper's attacks, just rolled them. So they've all hit, and then a bonus one. We're strength 10, so...
3s?
3s, yeah, 4. 4 at -2. This
Goodbye.
Should be it.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone. And Deadly Demise. Grandmaster removed. No. All right. Model destroyed. Tom's just calculating points. Consolidation move we're allowed to because we're heading off on towards the objective across here. So that's him gone. That's Assassin. It's 4 more points coming through. So, Tom, the score now is...
The score now is 59 points to Grey Knights. 56 points to Orks.
Close. All right, okay. I thought this game was going to be whitewashed. It's been tight enough, for sure. Throughout the battle, Orks have been trailing behind, though, and they continue to do so. Turn 5 will decide this battle. We're going to turn 5 now for the Grey Knights. So on Tom's turn 5, Tom reckons the Orcs have won. They've done enough. We'll sort of explain this as we go along. Tom's going to continue his combat to clear away the Orc boys across there, which they're doomed. Tom's backed off into here, but maintaining just on the edge of that. Remember, at the end of the battle, and the game's completely finished, there's 5 points available for each of the objectives that are held at the end of the battle. So you do need to keep units on objectives. Tom's going to hold where he is, try and survive, pick up points for that one. Same across the other side. There's not much left. 2 units left on the board, really. Tom's going to roll up his dice here for close combat. He gets fights first. And he's just going to roll to destroy the Orc boys. And they're gone. So resolve the turn. Let Tom do his firepower across here, destroying the guns. Good shooting. Lots of 5 and 6s coming through. And then across here, destroying the boys and consolidating with that unit on the objective. That's the turn finished.
Yeah, so I pick up extend battle lines.
Okay.
And then another 10 for the primary from the beginning of that turn. So that takes it to 74 points to Grey Knights, 58. Because we realised that I didn't count the engage on all fronts from Luke's last turn. So 74, 58 going into Luke's turn.
Okay. Orcs to pick up 10 straight away.
Yeah. Taking it to 74,
Sorry,
68.
Orcs pick up there. It works a bit different on turn 5 for the last player, but it should be 10 anyway. We're gonna hold this one, so it's not gonna be a problem. So really, we're trying to aim for the destruction of Tom's 2 units across there to stop him from picking up points for these objectives at the end of the game. Each is worth 5. He's also got a unit with a character in each as well, so the Orks have got one last chance to go after these targets. All right, so Orks turn 5. This game is going right to the wire. Holding this objective in the middle. Moved across here 6 inches with Gut Ripper and his crew. Tom, well, we'll cover that in a moment. He just reacted to some movement from us across there. Holding here, I've got one chance to fire across here with these. Highly doubt we're going to destroy them. Then there's no point. This one's got nothing to shoot at, even if I move. Around the other side, there's some interesting developments taking place. So disembark with the boys first, 6 inches and 3 inches disembark, 6 inches round. Tom then reacts. He's got a number of options. He could teleport away, but he wants to...
You can't tank shock me.
Why not?
Because you can't land on the objective.
Oh, God. Right.
That is the perfect example of how it's gamey.
Yeah,
but technically true.
That's crazy. Tom's right. That's the rules. You can't end a move on top of the objective, so we can't tank shock across.
It's crazy, isn't it?
There's something not quite right about that one. We'll see if Games Workshop fix it. A couple of times in this game we've seen it here. A tank shock being prevented by the objective. So not sure.
I think they've done it to prevent like a knight sitting on it with its base.
Correct.
Yeah, but
it's causing problems on the table.
Yeah.
These move around to shoot. So we've done the best we can. There's 5 models to try and bring down. Bear in mind this is a character here as well. So the Orks will do their best. We'll go into the shooting phase next. All right, so we'll go with these first of all. So it's going to be 5 models, so we get the bonus 2, 1 each, and then the number of shots. Snake eyes. 4 shots in total, in 5s. Just the 1, and wing does come through, minus 2. 3 damage, it's going to slay 1 model. Probably doesn't matter which one.
No.
Okay. Stick bombs being thrown, grenade stratagem, 6 dice, needing 4s for mortal wounds. What? 4 mortal wounds caused. It's a potent stratagem, especially in the hands of primitive Orks. 2 models left. Oh, for tank shock. Talking of tank shock, I can't see why these can't do it. It's kind of strange. They use the spinning blades to be strength 5s. There'll be 5 dice needing 5s. It's stronger than their toughness, so it'll be an extra 2 dice. So it'll be 7 dice needing 5s. We're also saying about the technicalities of the game. Why not just not charge with the boys and have the standoff thing going on for OC control of the vehicle? And these within 3 inches, we would do it.
You've got it already.
But Tom's got heroic intervention. He could try and go in and try and disrupt all of this. So I'm going to try and get
no CP.
Got no CP.
I've got 1 CP, and it's 2 CP to heroically intervene.
So you could just leave the game as it stands in.
Yeah, but you might want to try and kill my character.
Oh, righty ho. Yes. Okay. It's all right. I'm thinking if he died and they all ran around there, I could tank shock through, but I still can't. Still can't do it. So what we'll do is go for tank shock with these. So we're going to try and charge first of all, which is an 8, which will do it. So we'll measure this up properly. So that's gone in. That's the way it looks. 7 dice, needing 5s. Tank shock. Not this time. No, we'll charge him with the boys next. All right, so that's gone ahead. In they go, rolled up to 7. So Tom fights first. Here we go. How's he going to do this one?
We will just go into the boys.
It's almost like Tom's attacks are irrelevant. It's down to Tom's survival. So maybe just to delete as much potency from the Orks as possible. Probably the boys is the best target.
One.
Going to kill 1. Yeah, okay. This is the champion.
Champion A3.
All right, so Tom's done his bit. Trying to keep the Ork boys away. We're searching for assassinate. That's what we're looking for. Tom's playing True Silver Arm, which is last CP may as well. This is the knob. 2 hits with a bonus. 3 saves at -2, -1. 3 saves of 3+. Got 1. It's now down to the character who will not kill. We will not get him. We'll fight the rest of the boys here. Last few wounds about to come through. Boys have done all their attacks. Not too bad. It's 2 failed saves on the character, and the Power Claw took out the last model from the unit. And then now these are 8 saves required of 2+, because Tom's played True Silver Armour. Looking
Dead.
4-win model.
Yep.
Oh, he's gone. Just about. 2 more ones rolled. Okay, so that's cleared that objective and slain that character. I think the Orks have done it here. We'll be able to give you an update on the score.
I think
that's done it.
That actually might have just pushed it over the edge.
Right, okay. Yeah. That combat across there and the loss of that character sealed the game. Actually, it was that close. So, Tom, you can give us a rundown on your points.
Yeah, if the character had stayed alive, actually, there would have been 1 point in it. It would have been 79.80 to you. But because you got the character, it took you over the line to 79.84.
I had to go into that close combat. We had to just get stuck in there and overwhelm that objective in the end. So it was worth the Orks going in for the kill. Not with ideal units, but they managed to scrap something together.
Because I was calculating whether I should have teleported away when you came in just to keep the character alive.
Yes.
But I still would have lost by a point giving you that.
Right.
So.
Okay. So final score is
79 points to Grey Knights, 84 points to the Orks.
Orks have got themselves
Rippa.
Yes, you could start the chanting now for 10th edition. This has been a learning curve game here. This is the first time I've had to try and deal with the Grey Knights. They are a springy army for sure. They're able to rapidly manoeuvre around the board. They're hard to get to grips with. They've got a number of backup mechanisms to get them out, get themselves out of trouble. Tom has a number of very hard-hitting units indeed, mightily impressive. Orks managed to overwhelm some targets, but it took a humongous amount of effort coordinating a number of units closing in, such as the Paladins, for example. That strike squad, can't believe we destroyed them in the end. It took all game to try and get to them, but those were destroyed. So Orks, their brute force and ignorance proved just enough in the end. Their ability to flood the table and to tie units down has brought themselves a victory, but only just by the closest of margins. Good battle. Interesting one.
That was a great battle.
Quirky kind of game, this one, yeah. Units of the game we'll discuss as well. We also call out silver level Patreons. That's Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons, and Justin Haig. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level on Patreon. Okay, and it's like this is a review kind of game. We're trying to look at the Orks, see what works well. I do like Gut Ripper and the 10 knobs.
They're
pretty good.
They hit like a train.
Yeah, and there's not many factions. Well, Tom has the True Silver Armour. That really negated some of the stuff coming through, but just the overwhelming amount of attacks coming through and led by Gut Rippers proved effective enough with that unit. So that shows promise. So too the Mega Knobs, their devastating wounds on the charge. If a Warg's in play, it's pretty good with them as well. It did help to overcome the Paladins across here. Tom's going to go for his strike squad. They're a menace from the very start of the battle. They're across here at one moment. They rallied back onto the other objective across there. They proved exceptionally difficult to deal with, and the Orks managed to deal with them, but only just at the very, very end of the battle. For the Orks, I'm going to give it to Gut Ripper and the Knobs across here. Plenty of attacks coming through with those. High enough damage as well, with a decent war boss buried in amongst them. Other units that showed signs of promise, I would say, would be the Warbikers, the Death Killer War Trike buried in amongst those. Decent enough. Just characters buried in amongst units seems to be effective. And then these weren't bad. 3 units of 1. What about 3 units of 2? Something like that. They're decent firepower to back up the Orks. Definitely another unit to keep an eye on with some firepower support. I don't think you can play 10th edition with no firepower backup.
No,
You've got to have something.
Yeah, it's quite, because of the volume of vehicles in this edition. It's going to be. Yeah. I wasn't very impressed with my Dread Knights.
Yeah, Tom's not so sure about those.
Yeah.
But you can always leave your own comments and suggestions for changing things around for both of these armies. I hope to produce an army development video for the Orks. We'll think about some lists or a list with them going forwards, what to change here with 10th edition. This has been the list that came over from 9th edition. It's done all right, so it's not to be shelved, perhaps adapted. We shall see what units to add in, what units to take away. The full process can begin with that. So that's the battle. Xenos prevails, but only by the smallest of margins. Keep a look out for more battle reports here on YouTube. If you want bonus content, extra battle reports, extra videos, and help support the channel, then it's channel membership. Link for that in the video description below on the channel homepage. It's Aspect Warrior level will give you access to the bonus content. You can join us on the Discord server and loyalty badges as well. Great game. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.